believers.
Less.
But the S is all dollar signs. Oh my with the super duper pants.
Less.
S is all dollar signs. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hello and welcome to season 6 of maybe the RB list you. That's it. It took me a moment. What a journey we've been on from the stage of the UCB East Village, now gone, to the stage, all the way to the stage of the UCB Hell's Kitchen, now gone, to Planet Scum, which, knowing our track record, might close permanently in about 6 to 8 months. It seems that is the timetable of how long things last after we bring the George Lucas talk show to that platform. I joke, of course. This is a very, very successful talk show. I am your announcer and sidekick, Watto the Flying Space Shoe, and it is my great pleasure to bring to the stage now the host of the George Lucas talk show, retired filmmaker George Lucas.
Hello, I'm George Lucas, creator of Star Wars.
George, be very quiet. Patrick is sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout.
We don't. He needs his beauty sleep. It's hard for him to produce on less than 22 hours.
I'm George Lucas,
Yes.
creator of Star Wars.
Yes, you have to talk quietly like Watto does.
Welcome to the season 6, week 6 of our ARLIS Watchathon.
George, I would be remiss if I didn't say Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And happy Father's Day to you as well, Watto.
Thank you. I am not on the speaking terms with most of my children, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Now, when you say your children, you mean offspring or children who you've enslaved?
Great question. I mean, children I've enslaved. Kind of a Matt Gaetz situation. I consider them to be my sons. And then, of course, the offspring, the band.
Yes.
So the 90s ska rock band, because, well, you know, they're not biologically my children, but I really had a big hand in shaping that album. So I like to think of them as my children.
Well,
So yes, to answer your question, slaves and the offspring.
Yes. Well, it's wonderful to see you again, Watto.
White slaves, white slaves. I feel the need to say that every
Yes, of
week.
course.
I only enslave white people.
Right. And that was by design.
Yes, yes, it was, and it's also canon.
It's yes. You can't be angry at something that's canon.
You can't. It's impossible. That's why no one has ever gotten mad about the Star Wars movie.
It's true. No one, or at least no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't count.
If people
That's
are
what I'm
angry,
saying.
Doesn't count. Yes.
It's
if you're
immediately
angry at a Star Wars
invalidated.
thing.
Right. Their anger is not canon.
Yeah. If anyone out there is angry about our Star Wars thing,
Legends.
I say give in to your anger.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes.
Great call. Great call. Yes.
Right?
Yippee.
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 Give in to your anger and say,
Give in to your anger.
yippee. Yippee.
Yippee.
Great. This is a great show. George, it looks like you got the haircut this week. Your beard is looking robust. No, it's just styled differently?
I styled it differently.
You look great. You look very handsome.
Well, Marin County is always, the weather here is always kind to me.
Mm. Now, can I ask, I think I know the answer, but just for confirmation, you keep the HBO banner up permanently, right? This has been hanging on your patio for 6 weeks now?
Yes, we will take it down in honor at the end of week 7.
Yes.
In honor of, we will retire the Skywalker Ranch HBO banner. We will put it into storage in case we ever, because we've announced basically this week that we have 2 more weeks of ARLIS charity watchathons.
Today and next week.
This is the penultimate. This is the penultimate.
The second to last list.
Yes. And then on July 5th, Independence Day weekend, in honor of many things, but in honor of Bill Pullman from Independence Day, we will be watching 1600 Penn, the complete series, on July 5th. And so I will be decorating differently for that. We haven't yet worked out the decor for that yet.
No, I will say, and I won't say anything further, but I have a box of some 1610 memorabilia sitting right off camera. I'm proud.
Wouldn't be the right, but now's not the time for that. And there,
I'm just telling people to get ready for the fact that I am getting ready.
Yes, people should get ready for the fact that you are getting ready.
They should get ready for the fact that I am getting ready.
You don't want to be unprepared for how ready he's getting.
No.
I will say, and on July 12th, the George Lucas Talk Show will return officially as in a new format. These watchathons have been a wonderful thing, but we're very curious to see what a normal version of the George Lucas Talk Show on Planet Scum will be like.
Closer to the live stage show we used to do, more of the actual talk show format, not 6 or 7 hours long. Right.
However, we don't want to rule out the possibility that at some point in the future, and it may never happen. It may never happen. We may do a charity watchathon of Sex and the City, or The Sopranos, or 6 Feet Under, or Oz, or The Mind of the Married Man, or Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel, or Dennis Miller Live.
All equally good options.
Or what was the show that Bob Costas was on? ARLIS, right? Just ARLIS.
No, I'm trying to. George, it's a very funny joke. No, what's the Bob?
He's just there because he was in ARLIS a bunch of times.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Real time with.
But I'm looking right at him, and I see that face, and I know that's the face I recognize.
Yes,
from multiple episodes of ARLIS.
On the record with Bob.
On the record with Bob Costas. We might do a charity watchathon of the complete On the Record with Bob Costas.
Yes.
I want to go ahead and say probably not.
No.
But we never know. And someone raises a great point. Is all of Dennis Miller Live on HBO Max? I don't know the answer.
I hope so. And if not, they should work on that, because that would be, I know their subscription numbers have been lower than anticipated. That might be people are waiting. Oh, yes. They had a pretty disastrous launch. They sort of did like, I think their signups for the first week were like $1 quiddy.
But isn't that because everyone's already signed up? Isn't that everyone already? I didn't sign up for HBO Max.
George, quiet. We don't want to wake him from his slumber.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Look who it is. It's Baby Bikal. Little Baby Bikal.
Little Baby Bikal. Fresh from Slumberland.
Oh. Someday a real rain will come and wake this little Baby Bikal up.
It seems like the Pat awakens.
Is that a Force Awakens joke?
I don't know. Is it?
It's a stretch.
Is it?
I just wanted to hop in to say I don't think Dennis Miller Live is on HBO Max. I did a quick search. There is a lot of it on YouTube, though.
Let me take a quick look.
Oh, so it wouldn't even be monetized. That's
Well,
even better.
Watto, don't take a quick look because we have to start the episode.
Yes, we wouldn't want to set a bad precedent for the day because,
Yeah.
of course, the first episode of season 6 is entitled "Setting Precedents."
Oh! Okay, let's see. Continue watching. My options are Looney Tunes or Arliss. So I have not opened HBO Max in the last week. Okay, are we ready? I'm getting it queued up.
Yep, I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Watto, waiting on you.
Just wait for
3.
Watto.
Do you want me to do the countdown?
Sure.
3, 2, 1. Arliss. Okay, now that it's playing, Watto is going to try to figure out where his HBO pillow is because he just realized he doesn't have it.
Watto, you spend so much on that HBO pillow.
I have it somewhere here. It's not like I've left the house with it. It's just not in the usual spot. Hold on.
Watto, will one of let's make the first stretch goal for today a
Watto-
pledge
Watto
that
has to
Watto
leave
will
the house.
leave the house with the HBO pillow at some point next week.
Hate this, but fine. That is the goal. Fine.
What's the number, Watto?
Well, we always want the first goal to be something we can pass almost immediately, right?
Yeah.
So let's say $250.
Oh, wow. And Watto will take his cell phone outside with him? Is that how it's going to work?
We don't need a photo of Watto. We just need a photo of the pillow in a location that is not.
No, I'm
Watto's
saying
apartment.
Watto comes into the room on his cell phone while he's outside. Like live streaming from outside.
You're asking Watto. This stretch goal might need to be higher.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, okay, so ready? Here's the stretch goal.
Stanley Cup? He got the cup?
Stanley Babson.
He got the Babson.
He got the Babson. Okay, wait. Here's what I will say. This is not going to be our first stretch goal. Okay, first stretch goal is something we can pass easily.
Okay, hang on.
Watto, hold on. This is easy. This is easy. We don't need a photo of Watto outside with the pillow. We just need a photo of the pillow in a location that is not Watto's apartment.
Here's what I will
understand.
Here's what
I understand how achievable that is.
Yes, here's what I will say. At $3,000, there will be a photo of the pillow outside. At $6,000, there will be a photo of Watto holding the pillow outside. Is that fair? Because we decided this week our big goal. We have a lot of goals every week, but usually we're like, what is our dream number to hit this week realistically? We want to exceed the number of people who attended Donald Trump's Tulsa rally. So what we want to do is surpass $6,200. Now that would far and away be our biggest weekly total since the 30-hour live stream. But last week we broke our biggest weekly total.
Right.
We went to 4,500, right?
4,476.
So I'm saying let's just keep reaching for the stars. This week at $6,000, Watto is outside with a photo, maybe even a video with the pillow.
Do you want to do a tease of a possible location that you think Watto might be at?
Let me think about this while I look for the pillow, because I still need to find it.
Now, George, you should tell people what we're raising money for.
Why don't you help me tell?
I can help you tell. Yeah, we're raising money for...
It was under my butt. It was under Watto's butt.
Oh, that's always the first place I look.
I know, and it tickles.
Yes, this week, G.L.I.T.S is donating money.
No, we're donating money to G.L.I.T.S. Oh, I get
No.
I'm sorry.
G.L.I.T.S.
I disrupted your flow.
G.L.I.T.S is donating money to G.L.I.T.S, which is gays and lesbians living in a transgender society. They're really great organization. Over the last few months, they were providing temporary housing to like Black trans people who had been recently released from, I think it was Rikers. They're very good at just helping trans people get into healthier and safer environments in the world. and helping them live better, stronger, longer lives.
Yes.
Yes. So this week, GLTS is helping GLITS.
Yes, that's, and this is the hashtag we want to come up with, right? Because we like the fact, aside from the fact that they are a wonderful organization doing incredible work, we like the fact that their initials sound like our initials. It's kind of a perfect storm of two great things. So let's say it's
because this show is a team effort, and I always say there is no I in the George Lucas Talk Show. It's all of us who make the show possible. But so there is an I in GLITS.
Yes.
Let's do hashtag GLTS for GLITS.
Okay, so it's GLTS for GLITS.
And I tweeted out the hashtag a few minutes ago, so if you can't remember it for some reason, it's there.
Now, if you want to give, you go to bit.ly/GLTS gives. And right now, this episode, we all know the famous Arliss Falls in Love episodes where Jimbo and Michael and Sandra all get to work fewer days because Arliss and his beloved are taking most of the screen time. This seems to be the opposite. Is this maybe an Arliss breaks up episode? Or souling someone else in a breakup? I forgot to put subtitles on. But Arliss is in a room with a woman in lingerie who is crying and eating ice cream. It seems like some sort of breakup has happened, right?
I mean, that's pretty much, Watto, that's pretty much what you were doing at the end of the stream last week.
Yeah, well, and I was breaking up with my sanity. There was a bit of a breakup there.
And I think this episode actually might be one of the more occasionally, you know, that Arliss isn't just about sports as we're learning.
No,
it's about society. It's about, and I think this is another example of Arliss delving into important social issues of not just the late '90s, but often issues that are in some cases still relevant today.
You're saying it might be a very special Arliss.
I think there's a chance that it might be a very special Arliss.
Look at the Wikipedia page for this. Okay, so let's set an immediate goal for 250. We need one that we can pass almost immediately to get the juice flowing, you know?
Okay. Can we also do 1,000 and this goes away?
You want
$1,000. Well, let's make it let's not make it go away completely at 1,000. Let's leave a cute little cupcake on top. Shave part of the front,
and
all of the back, and leave a little cupcake right in the middle. And just a tiny little cupcake.
I want to use the wording when we update the goals. Leave a little cupcake. Patrick leaves a little cupcake on top.
Okay, so how much should that be?
That should be $1,000 to leave a little cupcake.
Yes. And then
time to get rid of the cupcake is at $5,000.
I was gonna say 4. You think
I think
5?
4. I think 4 is better.
I think 5 is better because it helps more people. I'm just trying to think of whether or not we want to help more people or fewer people.
I think if we can get to the 4, that's great, and that's what we should work on. And then we'll figure out.
If we can get to yes, I agree. I think if we can get to the 4, that's great. But if we can help more people, that's undoubtedly better.
Yeah.
And I think,
unfortunately, I'm the one who has access to the
We'll come up with something really juicy for 5. But let's look at 155, 200, 275, 300.
We are at 178 right now.
Now, here's the thing I want to say, okay? We got a lot of donations based on the drawings last week. Watto is still working through finishing all those drawings. He's going to color them in, make them look very nice for everybody. But we're not offering the drawings again this week just because backlog. But we want to come up with a new thing we can offer for $100. So we've done the Watto cameo videos, Watto drawing scenes from detours. Let's see if people in the comments in the chat want to suggest some things for people who donate over $100 or 100 on the nugget, at least 100. So now let's see. Okay, so we're at 155 right now. We need a good, clean 250 goal. George, what do you think about the 250 goal?
And I think we should also say, if you donate over 100 throughout the day. Some people like to donate in smaller chunks throughout the day.
Absolutely.
If you get over 100 throughout the day, you're in for the 100.
Look, Patrick might like to take some naps, but he is not asleep at the wheel keeping tabs on the cumulative totals of how much you donated. He's keeping track. So if you do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, you'll get the 100.
Yep, and that's fine. We don't mind that at all.
But another thing, in the name of helping a lot of people, because of course Jabba the Trump, he said that 1 million people had bought tickets for his Tulsa Jonestown rally last night. We want to try this. You know, he's the most powerful man in the universe right now. We want to see if our scrappy little show can get $1 for each of the people and beat his number that actually attended his rally. So we can get to $6,200.
Yes.
And that's just $1. If you know anybody who you think you could convince to give $1 just to add to that number, we think it will be a symbolic triumph if we can beat, with no planning, with no preparation, with just the will of a devoted public willing to humiliate a coward and a tyrant.
And people are saying in the chat right now, people are saying in the chat, there's 1 million people here, and that's true. People are saying it.
Right. Yes. Well, we actually had 1 million requests to watch the stream today. And so it seems like $6,200 shouldn't be too much.
Yes.
Guys, I think also if you guys wanna tweet at the K-pop stands.
Yes.
Let
them know about this. You can easily find them on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, here's another thing you can do. Tell your friends if they want to donate $1, if they want to donate $2, even if they're not watching. They don't have to watch.
They don't have to watch.
They don't have to watch. Make it clear they don't have to watch.
If they want to donate money, we'd love it. It would be great.
Right. It's going to a very, very good cause.
Yeah. And you know what? What if we say this? If you have
what if we say this?
If you refer somebody,
yes,
and they donate money, can that go towards their $100 contribution?
Yes. It's like signing people up for an app when you get a little credit.
Yeah.
But they have to in the donation say like referral code, I was brought here by blank, you know?
Yes.
I mean, how much for Watto to do a TikTok dance? I think some goal should be we do the Scoob challenge. But I will say someone said for $100, every $100, Watto takes off an item of clothing. Watto's only wearing 2 items of clothing. It's the vest, and if you count the fanny pack. That's not going to raise us enough money.
Hang on, let's do the Scoop challenge thing. If we raise $6,200, we'll do the Scoop challenge.
Yeah.
What's the Scoop challenge?
We'll look it up. I just know 1 billion people did it. I know that everyone was doing the Scoop challenge.
I think we should put that on there. Do you want it to be 62 or do you want it to be somewhere else?
I think let's put that at 5.
Oh, okay.
Now, a TikTok dance. I know that my friend Walter Murch, when he directed the movie Return to Oz, which had a character named TikTok in it.
Yes.
Is that what people are talking about when they talk about TikTok?
Yeah.
Kind of.
You stand there like this.
Yeah.
If we get to what is the Scoop challenge? What is the Scoop challenge?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Scoop challenge TikTok.
All right.
1 billion people.
George, if 1 billion people have done it, we can do it.
We can do it.
Well, when I Google the Scoop challenge, the first thing that I get is the 10,000 Scoop challenge from Moose Tracks. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Hold on. But there's a dance. There's a specific dance. It's the way Little Puppy Scooby-Doo dances, and you're supposed to do that dance.
Wait, I want to say this. Robert is saying, at my age, I won't be able to see my kid grow up, even if he has a kid right then. That kid would be grown up by now. He would have seen the kid growing up.
Wow.
So unless Arliss died,
we don't know. We don't know. essentially.
Is Arliss in hell right now? Sorry, I looked away for a second. Now that Arliss is there.
It looks like it.
No,
I think Arliss might be.
No, he's not.
Oh, well, you don't
No.
know that. George, you don't know
I don't
that.
think he is.
It's
I
a
think
diff-
Arliss is talking to these two lesbians about helping them have a child.
I think so, because these two are the characters who are having the breakup. But Arliss does look very satanic here.
Guys, with that bright orange shirt and the flames are behind him,
Yes.
it does look like if Arliss was the devil.
Yes.
But that's why
Arliss,
context is everything.
People are saying Arliss in Hell would be a great sequel, and you know what? I agree.
Yeah.
But first,
He has to, because a lot of athletes have behaved badly over the years, and
I
so
don't
there's
think-
still deals to be made if there are sports in hell.
I don't think you'd ever get Bill Murray on board, but I think it would be a great sequel.
Arliss is trying to be the donor for this couple, but is planning on selling the naming rights of the baby to a cigarette company. So I think that was some very subtle visual storytelling. That it's like, oh, Arliss is speaking as if he's doing this very selfless act, but actually he's making kind of a sneaky devil deal.
Yeah, his motivations aren't pure.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Um,
So we're at 380 right now.
We need to set the first goal. What's 500? We need to set the 500 goal. George, do you have a surprise you could do at 500?
Well, at 444, George inflates the BB-8.
That's right. So we're very close to inflating the BB-8.
And at 666,
what-
Watto does the energy drink, which he has a can of everyone's favorite sugar-free Coke Energy right here.
Hey, George, can you dab every time someone donates? Every time we hit another $100, George.
How's that like that? How's that go?
It's like,
It's like, yeah.
but don't do it. Don't give him one for free.
Ow!
I can't believe
caught
I'm
on my
going to
headphones.
say this, but making George dab that many times might be harmful to his health. If that one dab was any indication.
I'll do it every $300.
No, everyone.
I think
Everyone.
everyone. But don't
Every
do
100?
it for free.
Yeah.
Do we have a 500 goal?
No, what is it?
Let's come up with one.
I'll go to a rocking chair.
George.
George, come on. You've been doing this for almost 2 months. You gotta
I'll
know.
stand on the arms of the rocking chair.
For how long? For how long, George?
Not for long.
The whole episode?
I'm looking at it now. I don't know how long I can do it. I don't want to get hurt.
Yes, George.
The whole episode?
No. If I do it even for 2 seconds, that'll be a pretty challenge. It's a rocking chair.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Fine, we'll do it. We'll do it.
So $500. Let's make it clear. 444 is George inflates the BB-8.
That's right.
500 is George steps on the arm of a rocking chair.
I don't even know if it's possible. I might get hurt, and that'll be the end of me doing these streams.
Yeah. I mean, look, as Just Clown pointed out, he got injured while dabbing. So this might sound like an underwhelming stretch goal, but George is really putting himself in danger here.
Oh, God.
At 6,200, I'll do the ice bucket challenge.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, you know what? I do like this as a theme for this week, is we're co-opting things from other challenges, right? So we're breaking Trump's attendance number. We're stealing the Scoob challenge. We're stealing the ice bucket challenge. What are other famous fundraising efforts we can steal from? Because it's good. It's for a good cause.
Yeah. Cinnamon challenge. I don't have cinnamon.
Now, someone was
I
saying,
don't have cinnamon.
George, they're concerned that the ice bucket challenge might take years off of you.
Wait, I think I do have saltines.
Oh, do the saltine challenge.
What was the saltine challenge again?
It's how many saltines you can eat, right? There's a specific number where they claim at a certain point you cannot eat another saltine.
Here's the other thing.
Without drinking water.
I'm diabetic. I probably shouldn't be doing
Well,
it.
you're
No,
doing
no,
wrong.
let's not do that. He's diabetic.
Yeah.
Damn it.
There are some snacks that even Snack Trick Packnor won't be able to do.
Now
I
I
could
wish
see-
that
I
I
could
had
see-
saltines.
Yeah. George,
I'll do that. What's that marshmallow? What's the marshmallow challenge? I'll do that.
you have marshmallows?
I think I have small marshmallows.
Okay, let's look these up. We want challenge people.
George does a small marshmallow challenge.
Marshmallow challenge.
Chubby Bunny.
Yeah, Chubby Bunny.
Yeah, for what, 3,000?
No, less.
Okay.
2.
2,000?
Because
Okay.
1,000 is when we get the little cupcake.
Yeah, you're right.
Only you could come up with something like this, Arliss.
You're so creative.
The saltine challenge is 60 seconds to eat 6 saltines without drinking anything.
Oh, I can do
I'll
that.
do that. I'll do that.
Do you have saltines?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hope I have saltines. I think I don't. I have Ritz crackers.
You do Ritz crackers, George and I will do saltines.
Okay. And now here's another.
Or I could, or should it be that you do Ritz crackers, you do saltines, and I'll do Chubby Bunny with the marshmallows?
No.
All right. Well, I'll do the saltines. Okay.
I think that's putting too many things at one challenge.
Yeah.
You know? We can make these.
That's what we did. That's how we made Attack of the Clones. Too many things in one movie.
I
Everyone
know.
loved it.
I'm saying let's split them up, like in the way that you had 3 separate prequels to explain how Anakin got mad. Let's do like the bunny, Chubby Bunny is one, and then the salty crackers is another.
Yeah. So we'll say, hang on, where what do we want to say for saltines?
Is there something at like 2,000?
George does Chubby Bunny is at 2,000 right now.
Okay, what about 3,000?
There's nothing at 3, but there's nothing at 25 either.
I think we want to
Well,
make
let's do 3, and we'll fill in we'll figure out 25 later in the.
Hang on. 3,000 is actually Watto takes a picture of his pillow outside.
Oh, right. Okay, so then 25, yes, is the saltine challenge. What was the other thing I was going to say? Patrick, you're diabetic. We're very conscious of this. We don't want to put you in a position.
Here's a good one.
What?
How's the Harlem Shake go?
At 500, we'll look it up.
How does the Harlem Shake go?
Look it up, Georgie.
Yeah, look it up, Georgie. It's not going to be as easy because we're not going to be able to cut it, and there won't be any music.
You know, I gotta say too, the scoop challenge looks very complicated.
We'll figure it out.
As far as I can see, the scoop challenge is 10,000 scoops of ice cream of Moose Tracks for charity.
No, that's the scoop challenge, not the scoop challenge.
It's not Scooby-Doo, George.
Yes, it's Scooby-Doo.
All right, Harlem Shake.
And also remember, if you donate $25 and you haven't gotten one yet, signed photo from Robert Wool.
Yeah.
Every dollar is coming close to being one more person. We're basically matching the number of people who went into the Bach cult arena yesterday.
Is that what it's called? The Bach cult arena?
Bach. No, I'm calling it a cult arena because a death cult attended last night for a ceremony where they would exchange droplets.
Now, people are asking, what is George searching on? Does he have a laptop?
No.
I have
last week.
I have Arliss. Arliss is corner screened, and I'm looking at YouTube, the best Harlem Shakes.
Yeah.
So I hope the one from Blippi is on there. So last week, Watto very hubristically said it would be the last time that George didn't have a laptop. And then about 24 hours later, Watto got an email saying the laptop had been delayed yet again. So I'm looking at Best Buy's website right now. It says, let's see, delayed. It's just now it doesn't even have an estimated date. I think this item is truly never going to arrive. We're sorry. We're working on getting it to you soon. If we can't ship it by Tuesday, June 23rd, we will cancel the order. So
Watto, if we need to throw in a few more bucks, that's fine.
It's fine, but god damn it, is this frustrating.
I know.
Is the Harlem Shake just that one person sort of standing there and then all of a sudden a bunch of people are dancing?
Yeah, so George would have to get his staff involved. I don't know if George wants to do that.
No, we'll fit. Well.
Uh-oh, Arliss. She's ovulating, Arliss.
They're having a party, an insemination party. Everyone is there holding candles and waiting for Arliss to spill some seed. I did quite the show.
Yeah.
Oh no! Arliss made the wrong assumption about which mother's last name the baby would take, but he's already sold the naming rights. Hurlbut. So what? One of these women is an athlete, and the other one is just a photographer, right? And he wants it to have the last name of the athlete. Is that
right.
the adjunct that Arliss has gotten himself into this week?
Marlboro Hurlbut, which sounds like a Star Wars name.
It does. You put a couple apostrophes in there.
He's trying to get out of the bathroom to the. Oh my gosh! Look at the editing in this.
I know.
If you told me Marlboro Hurlbut was a pod racer, I'd be like, yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine Arliss ever imagined he would end up in this position, refusing to masturbate. Oh.
You want to put hand soap instead of semen in the cup?
Oh no, Arliss.
This is fraud.
See, we talk about how ahead of its time Arliss was. Arliss was the original anti-hero. Yeah, this is some real Walter White shit right now. $12.50 to take a picture of baby Yoda outside, happily.
Okay, great. Watto's going outside a lot.
Yeah. Watto, how did you wash the ice cream from your skin? It took several days.
What number are we at now?
We are at, I believe, 390 still.
Oh, so far from inflating the 8, let alone the Harlem Shuffle.
It seems like you guys watching don't want us to inflate the 8.
Yeah, I'll just throw it in the garbage.
Yeah,
along with all the people we wanted to help, we won't help anyone this week.
Yeah. Hey, Watto, we missed 349. I just want to make sure you know that.
Oh no, fucks! Oh no, what a shame! We totally forgot about 339. The way that Disney totally forgot. They have 39 episodes of Star Wars Detours sitting on a shelf. A fully produced animated TV series that's like Star Wars but funny, self-financed by George Lucas. It has never been released, and Disney could put it on Disney Plus with the click of one button. So tweet, "May Detours be with you" at Disney Plus.
Are we just gonna let this play through?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we are.
Actually, let's hold up. When it gets
pause
to the beginning, yeah, let's pause it.
Do we have a guest coming?
That's the plan.
Oh boy.
Okay, so here's where we're at for everything. Let's look at this. I'm gonna refresh this. So the next thing.
Oh,
okay, we're actually
inflate, and that's always a hit. That never misses.
Never misses. We do have an update. I'm not sure why it's not updating on the screen. There you go.
410. Okay. Oh, $34 away from the inflating of the BB-8.
Yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
I do want to get in a plug. I noticed that Red Tails is back on Disney Plus.
Oh,
that's exciting.
Right.
Very good. Very good. Very, very good.
If you haven't seen Red Tails, there's no better time. It's a fantastic movie. It's one of the last live-action movies that I was a part of. Did a lot of second unit direction. Was
it not the very last live-action film that you were directly involved in?
Yeah. That's right.
Wow.
As far as we know.
Well,
well, at least as far as
released.
It's the last one to be publicly released. I make movies all the time. I just don't share them. I keep them for myself.
But don't you think, George? Now listen, I don't know what you've done in your own time. Doesn't it feel like in like 3 years, I don't know, the guy who directed Drive will come out and be like, "Oh, actually, we had George Lucas do a little bit of second unit for it." Like, doesn't it feel like something like that will come out?
I mean, there will be a lot of secrets that are revealed. There's going to be a lot to learn. Secret projects, things that think about what's the most popular thing in the past 5 years.
Okay, Baby Yoda.
Well, I mean, I've held him. You've seen the photo of me holding him. But like, what's the most popular non-Star Wars thing?
The scoop challenge.
Okay, wait a second. I got a really good idea here.
What?
Aaron from OKC said, how about Watto sings verses to Duel of the Fates? Now, we want to break the record this week, right, George?
Yeah.
Mhm.
How about this? For every $100 donation, either George, myself, or the two of us together will improvise. And by improvise, I mean reveal for the first time the never before heard lyrics to instrumental tracks from Lucasfilms.
Now, yes. Now, for Duel of the Fates, this is something we can deliver on and we've done this on the live show, but I don't know that everyone's aware of the original lyrics to Duel of the Fates. You remember this, Watto?
I think I do.
Yes. There are some very specific lyrics to that. I'll see if I have access to them.
Yes, if you do, please share them. But I like this idea that at $100, you can request a instrumental track. It will be a cappella because otherwise we will get flagged. But George and I will reveal the lyrics because originally all of them had lyrics.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bring in a guest before we start episode 2.
Wait a second. I'm gonna bring in a guest before we start episode 2.
Look at your little hat there. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Okay. You've seen him in a lot of stuff. You've heard him recently on Duncanville, the animated show. You see him on Black Monday. Please welcome Yassir Lester.
Yassir Lester!
Hello, Yassir. Hello.
There we go.
Hey everybody.
How are you?
How are you, Yassir?
I'm good. This is I just feel like it's a normal Sunday for all of us, you know.
You have no idea how weirdly normal it has become. Yassir, I got to say right off the bat, we're watching Arliss, and this set you have looks like something a color commentator would have at a sports game, does it not?
Well, we live in a world in which we are doing, these kinds of like streaming calls and whatnot. And how else do you like flex on people now, but with like accessories for the streams? So it's like I bought the fancy. It looks to me like a Janet Jackson's headset in the Velvet Rope tour.
Yes.
It's a reference for 3 people, and they're all on this call with me.
I'll say, yippee.
Yeah.
Yippee. Janet Jackson, of course, Captain EO's sister.
Yes, George, of course.
Okay, guys, let's start episode 2.
Okay.
All right.
You
all right, here we go.
Priorities. The episode this morning. You are your priorities.
You are your priorities.
Consider investing in rodeo.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Now, here's another thing. Yes, sir. I don't know how familiar you are with the HBO original program Arliss.
Oh, very. You mean ARLI double money sign?
Clearly,
I'm into it. Do you mean with Black Royalty, Michael Boatman?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Right.
I will say that
you're saying all aboard.
Yeah, I will say this. I hadn't watched it in years, but when you two give me the call and say like, we want you on, when Sweet Patty shows up in the email and say 2 legends want you on, you jump at the chance.
Sweet Patty.
I hadn't seen Arliss in years. I will say like, it reaffirmed like, get rid of ballers. Like, let's just. I would rather we just reboot Arliss 12 times.
We got it right the first time. Yes.
Yeah, we got it. We did it.
First idea, best idea.
Right.
First idea, best idea.
So, wait, we should tell Yassir about our idea.
Oh, Yassir.
Oh,
yeah.
You're working on Duncanville. You're in animation, right?
Yes, I am.
So I'm sure that because Duncanville's been picked up for another season, right?
Yeah.
Animation's in a very good position right now because it's.
Are you? Is this going to end with you pitching Arliss the cartoon?
Just wait. Hang on.
Just wait.
Okay.
Okay. So yes. As you're starting to surmise, yes, reboots are popular right now.
Right.
Shows is popular, but very difficult to start production or resume production on live action television. Animation is like a snap. So here's our pitch. What's the other thing that's so popular on TV right now?
Reality shows? I don't know. Oh. Okay, yes. So what's the hybrid?
Baby Arliss. But wait.
Baby Arliss?
But wait, Yassir. Because for kids, they might not be able to relate to babies doing sports business. We want to make it a little more toyetic. So why don't you slap a C in there? Baby Carless.
Carless.
It's the cast of Arliss, and they are babies, but they're also talking vehicles like Disney Pixar's cars. Michael Both baby.
Yeah, no, I got it. Here's what
I feel like we're pitching this as if it's an audio format, and we need to see some of the visuals. I think the visuals really sell it.
Yes, we do. We've been crowdsourcing development work.
Okay.
It's gonna take a second. Give me a minute.
Okay.
No, we'll get it. I believe some animation is also in process. Is
that true, Watto? We've already gone into production.
Yes. Here we go. Baby Carlos.
Okay. So
tell me that doesn't scream green light this immediately.
Yeah, Baby Carlos, Kirby Carlisle, those two names are just a quick walk. And Michael Both Baby and Sandra Oh, and for her it's
why not Sandra Toyota?
Oh my goodness. It sounds like you just made an Arliss level deal for the show.
This is why we brought you
in.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
This is why we
sir. Yes, sir, I say to that.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wait, what's it's not Snyder. What's the guy's name with glasses again? Who's not Arliss?
Jim Turner?
Kirby Carlisle.
Kirby
Carlisle.
Oh, and we have the great Catherine Justin on screen right now.
Yeah.
Mrs. Lessingham.
Is she's the singer?
She is I believe Kirby's mother, maybe?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Running naked in the background.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Our boy. So here's what I was gonna say about Arliss that I didn't quite remember in a good way. Do you this isn't a dig, it's actually a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember being a kid and feeling like you'd watch something and be like, this is for old people? Mm-hmm. Like even like Mama's Family, like certain shows felt like it was made for old people. That's always how I kind of felt about Arliss. But when I was just watching it now, I was like, this is way more like zippy and like sitcom-y than I remembered. It's actually, it's like fun. It's like a fun show. You know?
Yeah, this isn't all. There's occasionally some highly adult content.
Yeah.
Right.
Despite that, I want to say Arliss is for children from 2 to 200.
Yeah.
This is if you can understand what it is to be alive, you can enjoy this show.
Right. But again, to be clear, it's for people older than that. It is, but I would show this to any child. Okay, but George, why if you're trying to build the audience for Baby Carliss, what you would do is you run that audience from Carliss into Arliss. You don't want to start them with Arliss.
The audience grows. The audience grows with. They grow up with you.
Right. That's why they messed up with Young Sheldon.
Right.
Is you start with Young Sheldon,
right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then show the Big Bang Theory later. But it's like
This is why it was just a theory. Young Sheldon essentially disproved it.
Yeah. So I just
look, if I can pitch it now, it's sort of unofficially in talks because Baby Carliss is obviously our priority.
Right.
Ideally, should that show pop, which we think it will,
of course.
love to do Arliss High. We'd love to do an additional, like, sort of the sexy CW version, like Young Arliss Who Fucks.
Right.
Yes.
This Arliss does too. So it's like
this Arliss fucks.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't wheeling and dealing those kinds of hoop dreams if you ain't smashing a little bit. You know,
some titties on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because again, like I think people say his name. The correct pronunciation of his name is Arla. Money sign. It's not. People think it's S's.
We talk about this a lot.
I know.
Yes.
Should we do it?
Yeah, we should. We absolutely should do it.
Yassir, we have some amazing news for you. We started doing a thing where every time people donated a large amount of money, we would manually try to make their name look more like an artless name. And
but trust, you don't know. So mine would be the yen sign, two money
well,
sign.
Okay,
Sorry.
this is the thing. Right now, you're
Just putting
using
the work
your
in.
brain to figure it out. You're breaking a sweat, Yassir.
Oh, okay.
Some lunatic fully programmed a website that does this automatically.
Okay.
So
I usually have to do it by myself when typing.
No more. No more.
No
We live in the
more.
digital
Okay.
age.
So watch this.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Your name looks very well suited for artlessing. Now we don't do it every time, but I think we should just click that more artless button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it
Are
only
you sure?
Extreme circumstances. Ooh, yeah. I think we gotta hit yes.
Okay, let's.
I think we know what we're doing.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really did it.
Yassir,
Wait, I do have. I gotta interject, y'all,
What?
because also the pound sign, the British pound sign, kind of looks like an L, and that's where I. Okay, did I miss something?
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
Oh,
I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. Don't do the work, Yassir.
I'm
The computer's
sorry.
gonna do the work for you. Now I have to ask you 2 questions, like a Myers-Briggs test. Okay, this is our little personality test. Yassir, on a scale from 1 to 4, how business are you?
You know what? I would give myself a 3.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, and then Yassir, on a scale from 1 to 4, how sports are you?
I'm a 3 again.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty high for both.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
And
Look
see,
at that.
Now that's
Oh,
yours.
but the problem is I don't drink though. So should I take one down? I should,
Yeah, that's- you're not quite as.
No.
No.
Oh no. I don't know.
Wow.
are we going? Wait a second.
We could say it's grape juice.
Okay.
We could say it's
That's right.
grape juice,
We-
or
Let's say
Well,
it's
then
grape
let's-
juice.
Then let's just go to 2 for safety's sake.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
There you go.
So a
Wow.
grape juice, a soccer net, $2, a registration symbol,
Yeah.
a golf flag, $2 signs,
Yeah.
a hockey stick and puck, an E, an American dollar. What's the T?
Now-
again? Have we figured it out?
I don't remember. Let me look.
I think we should do a little bit of manual work. I think we should change that L to the pound sign.
Okay.
You know what?
It's a Mongolian togrog.
Oh, great. I want to
Okay.
say, let's change the L to a pound, and let's also change the grape juice to a yen. It was better as a yen.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we just gotta leave it like that then, because I don't think I can manually do that.
Wait. You
Yeah.
don't think you can?
I don't think I can.
Wow.
What if you change it in the top to a pound sign?
And what was the-
Also, you know, just for safety's sake, I would say that you guys don't have to do any of this.
No, we have to.
because I don't
There you go.
want y'all having to go through the work.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
As, you know, that's actually the name on my birth certificate. As my mom, she did
There you
name
go.
me
She knew.
yen,
Yeah.
soccer net,
Yes.
money side, money side.
She knew. She was calling her shot.
Right. Yeah. Well, she's a sports lady. You know, my mom is Cheryl Miller. Not a lot of people know that.
Wow.
No. So
Let's
I
see
love
what-
sports.
The last episode we watched was all about Arliss trying to create a dynasty with the babies for his clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So George, we have raised 597.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Which
So
means
I'm gonna have to do 2 things at once, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think you got to try, George. And if it's too dangerous, we'll split it up. But I think you have to give it a shot. Now, we've set
Wait,
the
what's dangerous?
goals to raise money. Well, you have to step on the arms of the rocking chair and inflate.
Oh, I'm not doing the Harlem Shake.
no, that's later. That's
That's
later.
later.
We'll figure that out later.
What amount is the Harlem Shake?
I don't know. We haven't said it.
We'll get there when we get there, George. But
Yeah.
right now, you have to step on the arms of your rocking chair and inflate BB-8. Now, Yassir, this is a thing that has happened every week. People love this as a stretch goal. it makes it seem as if George is about to die. George is an older man. He is 72. He's easily winded. He tries to inflate this full-sized BB-8, and it causes some concern. And now we're adding on another level, which is he's going to try to do this while standing and balancing on the arms of a rocket in his property Skywalker Ranch in Marin County.
Watto, we should talk about this. If George flips.
Yeah, what is the protocol for an injury streamed live via a quarantine?
Great.
I think we have to keep going, right?
Yes. I mean, George has a lot of staff on hand.
Okay.
At Marin County, people who I think would be ready to step in and treat him as if he was their own child.
Yeah.
And George would take one step and it feels too dangerous, save it, you know? This does look like the Forest Moon of Endor right now, does it not?
It does.
George is setting up his camera. Consummate storyteller. He needs a good frame.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Yassir, how's LA doing? How's LA?
It's wild, but you know, surviving. I mean, this is crazy.
This or everything.
No, this particularly watching George.
Yeah, right.
Balance on a. I mean, you have wings. It feels like, if anything, you should be the one doing the stunts.
I know, but I don't have a rocking chair. I know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
George offered.
Well,
we said, George,
no.
come up with anything, and he said, "What?"
I said I would sit on a rocking chair. I said I would sit on a rocking chair.
Come on, you know, that's not exciting.
George, I think it's fine. Oh, you're going low. Okay.
Low angle.
I think that's fine. We get it. Oh my god.
All right. Yes, sir. I'm a big fan of history.
Okay.
I like the way, because I did a show called The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which was really an attempt to have fun with. Now, do you think you'll be able to see me at that frame? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a.
Why don't you?
I want to show. I'm going to have to destroy a spider web in order to. Can you see the spider?
Yeah, George. Yeah, we can.
See it?
Yeah.
I have to say this.
Spider's work.
As someone who didn't have it, it feels like this is what coronavirus is.
Watching this,
Like, this experience of watching this feels like what coronavirus is.
I have to imagine, and I mean, if that doesn't,
It feels
Very
slow and
very
torturous, and like you think it's over, but it's not. And like there's a spider, and someone.
you're about to watch someone have a very hard time breathing.
Right, exactly. You're watching. If someone's about to get hurt, and you don't know when it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
He also hasn't even started blowing up the BB-8 yet. That's usually the worst part.
That's the worst part.
Now, Arliss is falling in love right now, it seems like.
Yes, with his old flame.
Yeah. I'm into it.
This is a thing that Michael Boatman and Jim Turner would talk about, was they love the one episode this season where Arliss falls in love, because they inevitably end up having smaller parts in those episodes. They get like a week off, and they only have to pop in for like one scene. You know?
There he goes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, you don't have to stand across, like stand in the seat first, then do one leg at a time. Yeah.
I don't know if he can hear us. George, can you hear us?
I don't think so. Let's hope.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh no. George's staff is not going to know that he got hurt. That's the problem.
Do you have a phone number for George's staff, like a home number?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
But he said he's going to... Did he say he's going to stand on the...
Arms. He's got to stand on the arms. Yeah.
But I'm very fine with this being the...
Oh, I don't like the framing.
No, he's got to do arms. Come on.
I don't like the framing.
Yeah,
You got George. You got to stay on the arms, George.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
This looks like Game of Thrones, which I helped direct.
Oh, this is different.
I think this will be better than the finale of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I think so too, and hopefully it ends in less death. Okay, here we go. 72-year-old retired filmmaker George Lucas is about to attempt to stand on a rocking chair plate of BB-8.
This is so insane.
This is insane. This is every week of Watto's life. This feels completely normal now. This is just his reality.
But how are you losing this much balance? It's truly there. His legs should not be trembling that much just standing in the seat of it. Like that's the easy part.
George.
Wait, does he have to stand on it? What, the entire blow up of it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the goal.
Oh.
And look, I'm pretty happy with one arm, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because even this looks like it's causing George great difficulty. Now, Yassir, here's the thing to keep an eye on. Look at George's face and look at the color of his shorts. And slowly but surely, they will become the same. We're already getting there.
Yeah,
Like,
also...
Compare face to forearm.
I will say, it feels like if someone wants you to blow something up, the last thing you should be doing is standing and bending over at the same time. Like, just like from a medical standpoint, it feels like you're not getting any air, nor are you expelling enough to be blowing up the thing you're trying to do.
No,
and the one leg up, there's no way that helps.
I don't understand why he can't balance.
Yeah, it's the weirdest, because that means when he's standing on level ground, his legs are shaking that much.
I think
that's like a crazy thing to think about.
It does seem like somehow he is inflating this faster than he usually does.
Yeah, usually it takes a while.
I think he really wants this to be over.
Yeah, it seems like.
Oh, God. What?
It's survival instincts. It's like lifting a car off a child. Like somehow he is getting all the air in his lungs to inflate this BB-8 at rapid speed.
Now, Yassir, you're missing at $888. Watto, do you want to describe what happens?
Yes. At $888, George has to deflate the BB-8. Now, that sounds like, right? But what George found out is that the only way for him to deflate the BB-8 is by putting all of his body weight on it. So what ends up happening is George places BB-8 in between his legs, lies down on top of it, and thrusts his weight back and forth in order to deflate it. Now, this sounds like us going for some juvenile sort of bedroom humor. I swear to God, it is the only thing that works. George has to pump the air out of BB-8.
Wow. George, we got a lot of questions, George.
A lot of questions.
I mean, I have 3,000 alone.
Yeah.
Can I start?
I couldn't do. I apologize. I wasn't able to do standing on both arms. It wasn't safe.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
We're raising money though. That's good.
Yeah, we're at $597.
Why do your legs shake so much?
That's a rocking chair. So it's
no.
Eventually,
stop, George. Stop.
What?
It doesn't matter if the chair rocks or not. Your legs trembling is what made it rock. So why? Yes.
Truly, you're not. Yassir, with all due respect, you're not here. You don't understand what was happening with that.
Hold on. Look. I'm in here. This is a rolling chair right here, right? And if I stand on it, I get my balance, and then that's it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you, George.
See, but if I start doing this, then it freaks out.
No. I mean, I can stand on this chair. Hold on, let me make sure. I can stand on this chair, and my legs don't shake.
It was you. Look, I'll stand on this the rest of the damn interview if I have.
Wow. Hey, sounds like you gotta.
Yeah, that may have been a mistake, but
you don't
here we go. No, I'm going to. Look.
Okay.
I changed it. Now this is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Yeah, sir.
now-
It was the chair. The chair
George, I can't.
wobbles. It wobbles.
can't.
So I was wobbling my legs in order to balance on the wobbling chair.
No.
Not something too.
What's the stretch goal for Yassir to sit down? How much is the race?
What are we
What's
at?
the number now?
I think we're at 597. We want to say 650.
Yes.
Why not say 600?
Oh, well, we're there then because we're at 712 now.
Well, then you're right. We should do 650 then. Let's do that.
Let's do 800.
Okay, 800. Yassir gets to sit down.
Oh, that's great. But then
Yeah.
that keeps people from donating because it's funnier to make me stand.
No, because you're a good man. They want.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
They want to give you a
Yeah.
break.
Okay. So I just. All right. So George, maybe.
But
I'm
yeah, sir,
wrong.
I promise you, I'm not a proud man. I would admit to you, if it was my legs shaking
Okay.
because they were shaking. That chair is there's a point where you get to it where you step on it and you first think, oh, it's not going to move, and then when you step toward the back of it, it starts to feel like you're on water.
Mhm.
It's the whole thing starts to shift because you're not really supposed to be like normally when you'd sit on a rocking chair, you'd sit and your weight would settle, but standing, it's not a fully rested weight, and so it's kind of moving as your weight up above shifts.
Look, Andy Blandy wants me to sit, but
Yeah.
sorry, Andy Blandy, it ain't
Andy
happening.
Blandy, that
You need to
the
donate
thing
money.
you want comes with a price tag. That's
Right.
like going into a store and saying, "I want that." Well, there's a price tag on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like Michael Boatman right now. I feel powerful, and I'm looking down. I'm looking down at my
It's
peers.
a powerful angle.
Speaking of this episode of ARLIS, where they show, have we gotten to the cheerleading footage yet?
No.
I don't think we have no.
Oh, guys, I did a preview. I wanted to make sure that I saw
Yeah.
what I was getting into. You know, look, I'm George.
Yeah. You know, oh, shake it. He's doing the shake.
I just gotta say,
Yes.
George, the resting weight thing just doesn't work because that would still mean that you took your legs and balanced them in a way that they weren't trembling. So it's still your legs that were trembling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my legs weren't trembling once I found a balance spot.
Is that when you put the one leg up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to say, we now have a stretch goal that is George doing the Harlem Shake. It's going to look like a fucking earthquake. If him trying to stand still is any indication, this guy shaking is going to it's like a fucking shaky pizza.
Well, I'll say this: George, like as the legend that you are, and like
Thank you.
you're someone who doesn't need to be physical in any regard. The fact that you could get on the rocking chair at all and throw one sexual thigh up on the rail, the hand, or the arm of the chair, I was like, all right. But it's like, if I were you in your position, I would weigh 713 pounds. That would be the fattest, unmovingest guy in the whole world.
Because the success would
Yeah, the
make you
success.
complacent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I know a lot of people go like, oh, like I want to keep moving forward. I very much
Right.
have like a spot where I'm like, okay, I did it, and that's where I'm gonna kind of remain. So
I've missed a chunk of this episode. Can someone fill me up? As to what's happening?
Arliss has reconnected.
Mrs. Landingham.
Yeah. Reconnected with Love.
This is the Arliss Falls in Love episode.
Yep. Michael Boatman is buying bull semen. Kirby's mom is around, right?
Yes.
Arliss is also going on a sports trivia show with who is it again?
I don't know. I missed that part.
It's an Italian Tony Smogula. I don't know. It's a very Italian name.
Tony Smagula sounds right.
I
Yeah.
would say I love any time artists gets to cover a new sport. Like seeing rodeo, it's just like, man,
Yeah.
finally we're getting.
And these are practical. Oh, Boatman and the Bull. Boatman and the Bull.
Boatman in the bull.
Tony Siragusa. Tony Siragusa.
Siragusa, yeah, Tony Siragusa, yeah.
Saragusa.
That's right, yeah. Who, by the way, is good in it.
Yeah.
He's that I will say, like, I'm a fan of athletes who can act, and not just like because we give them a pass when they're not completely wooden, and we're like, oh, they're good, and you're like, no, they're not. They're not an idiot.
Yeah.
But like he's he's in it with Arliss, you know. So
they have a lot of athletes on this show, to varying degrees of success.
I will say this though: when Arliss takes Lady Love to the Lakers game,
no
Kobe. There's Shaq.
Yeah.
They show Rick Fox,
Yeah.
which is like, come on.
I will say Kobe is in an early episode, and it was before he had played his first game in the NBA.
Oh, really?
I believe Robert's claim is that it was the first time that Kobe Bryant was on television.
Oh my God!
He was like the hot young prospect, but he makes a brief appearance, and he's in one season's opening, right? Like the opening theme song for season 4, maybe.
Right.
Something like that.
Now, now I didn't get it. In the next episode, I want to make sure we get a chance to look. It looks like season 6 has a lot of new graphics in the opening title sequence.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's also they do a weird thing in this episode where what's the young songstress's name that Arliss is wooing? What's her name? What's the character's name?
Let me look it up.
Because I don't want to keep calling her Lady Love. I want to give her the dignity of what her character's name is.
And Shaq was in this episode.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everyone but Kobe.
Yeah.
Is it Robin? Robin?
Is that the singer's name?
I think it's Robin.
But I say this about Robin. There's a scene after the game where Arliss and her like eating burgers on top of like a canyon in LA. And it's completely green screened, and it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's the way you do it. Why? I mean, what I love about that is that this film's in LA.
Right. And it's a canyon. You literally just drive up a canyon.
Yeah.
No, just do it right there. Do it in the parking lot. Do it right next to your office.
Yeah.
Throw up a green screen. Film the whole Star Wars right in the parking lot.
I think that's our biggest running complaint about Arliss, because we love the show. It's great, but the biggest issue, too much practical stuff.
Yeah.
And this is the summer of 2001. This is the summer of 2001.
Yeah.
So this is while I was working on Attack of the Clones, right?
Yes. Right. George is like solving the problem while they're making this season, but it just has that texture that I hate, where it's like you can tell the actors are like in a real space, like in
distracting. It takes me out of it. It takes me out of it.
Talking to each other, like everything's a little too connected.
I get it, man.
So I was very pleased to realize they're starting to amp up the green screen work a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's start this next one.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Arliss.
Now, Yassir, it seems like people like you being up on that chair.
I told you. I was like, people are gonna stop donating.
They're gonna love it. Well, take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a star, Yassir. Anything you do, you make it shine.
Yeah. People want to put true stardom. People want to put you up on a pedestal, and you've done it yourself. You put yourself up on a pedestal.
I put myself on a pedestal. Well, I feel like I put myself on a pedestal, and people as a punishment are saying you must remain there.
Yeah.
No, but it's also
they love you
until they find the old tweets.
Well, there's the saying like, they're such a good actor. They could read the dictionary and I'd be enthralled. And I think what you're proving right now is you are such a good performer. You can stand up and
you can sit down.
Did we hit it?
We made it.
Did it.
We're at 8:37.
People heard your cries for help, and
okay.
Right there.
8:37.
So 8:37. That means we are a little over $50 away. Just a little bit over $50 away.
Just a little bit over.
Inflating the BB-8. Now, wouldn't we want Yassir to see this? He saw the inflate. He saw the defense. What a shame it would be if we didn't hit that goal in time.
And we're just over $150 away from me having to shave this into
Oh.
just a little cupcake.
Just a little cupcake.
Ooh, I was wondering what the cupcake was, and
Just a
now
little
And
cupcake.
he just had a little cupcake on top.
that's
The great Doc Hopper on screen right now.
Charles Durning, who
Yeah.
is one
Charles
of Watto's
Durning.
10 favorite actors of all time.
Yeah, good guy.
So good.
great guy.
Yeah.
Now, Yassir, someone in the chat was wondering, Yassir, top 5 athlete performances.
Ooh, good
Anything.
question.
Anything.
Commercials.
Commercials, movies, episodes of Saturday Night Live.
Okay, yeah. I'm not. They're not going to be in order, but I am gonna give you some.
That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you got to do things out of
Yeah.
order.
I will say.
And George, while Yassir is doing this, you have to deflate BB-8.
Okay.
Great.
So, Yassir, like, not in order, feel free to list your 4th favorite first, and then wait a while, and then 2 and 3.
Right. Yeah. So just like any way I want to.
Any way you want.
Any way I want. Okay. Because I could like mentally, I'd be like, this person's my number 1, but I'll say them last, or I could say my number 1 as number 1 and not let people know.
Now wait a second. Someone pointed out we breezed over me chugging my energy drink. So while George is deflating and Yassir is listing his 5 favorite athlete performances, Watto is going to chug an entire can of Coke Energy Zero Sugar through a straw.
And I'm just going to watch everybody.
Okay. And then I'll give a very earnest answer to a question.
Yeah.
Take as much time as you need, Yassir.
Is that the Coca-Cola Energy?
Yeah, it's so bad.
I was gonna say it feels like a lot, but okay.
Yeah, no, it sucks. It's fucking awful.
Okay.
Watch. I promise you, not to borrow my time, every time Watto has done this, at the end of it, he's crying.
Okay.
It literally makes me stir up to chug this. But it's for the cause.
Go ahead, Yassir.
I feel like if someone showed me my future, and this is the clip that they showed, like in 1998, if someone showed me my future, and this was the clip that they showed, and it was George and Watto doing these things on screen, they'd be like, "Oh, like you died and went to hell."
Yeah. Think about every Sunday for me.
Yeah. No, I get it. So first one, just because I actually didn't enjoy the movie, but I enjoyed the performance, was Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems. I was like, oh, he's
pretty good.
He's a pretty solid actor.
Watto was a consultant on that movie.
Oh, okay, Watto.
Just for general Jewish scummery.
Then number 2, just because I said her name and I thought it was phenomenal, is Cheryl Miller is on an episode of Living Single where she plays Queen Latifah in a game of basketball over their high school trophy.
Okay.
That was dope. Yep. Thank you. Number 3, Kobe Bryant. They did this unaired Jalen Rose pilot for ESPN, and Kobe Bryant's in a scene, and he's super, super funny in it. So I'd say that. Then there is there's like this Brandy Chastain soccer commercial from back in the day when you remember when they won the Olympics and she like took off her shirt and like ran around, where she's like beating all these dudes at like a foosball game, and then like she wins and everyone's waiting for her to like take off her shirt again, but she gives like a really funny look that I thought was great.
Okay.
Is that 4? Oh yeah. It's Kevin Garnett again.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
AG!
But see, like even just like her look.
AG!
Oh boy. Nike.
I was gonna say, but you know, through today's lens, not necessarily the wokest of commercials. So wait, I have to give one more, right? One more.
I'm loving
God,
those
it's so hard. It's so hard when you're under pressure to like think of these things, you know.
Yeah.
killing it.
But maybe. Oh, you know what? No, I can't. Here's the thing: I haven't seen the movie in forever, so I can't remember if he's good or not. But no, Ray Allen, and he got game.
Oh,
down.
great answer.
Yeah,
Great answer.
Yes.
yeah.
Was that the one you were going to say, or who?
I was actually gonna say Penny Hardaway in Blue Chips, but I was like, I can't remember if he's actually good in that. And then I was just like, wait a second, Ray Allen was like phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he got game.
Did he never act again?
No, he did that movie, and then that was it. It's like so crazy.
Like Arian Foster.
Yeah.
Draft Day. You just one and done. You nail it.
Yeah.
Time perfect movie. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Draft Day, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect movie. The movie Draft Day that everyone's always referencing.
Yeah.
Constantly. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect movie. Perfect movie.
So yeah, I think there's also like I'm sure there's like episodes of Fresh Prince where like, oh yeah, there's like when Bo Jackson shows up in that dream sequence on Fresh Prince. It's really funny. Anyway, there's a bunch. I actually could have gone. I could have gone longer.
It's a good time of life.
People obviously like to clown on Steel and Kazam. Watto would argue that the later performances from Shaquille O'Neal in some of the later Adam Sandler movies are highlights in those films.
He's also very, very funny. And Tom Green's Freddy Got Fingered.
That's very true. And the movie Good Burger,
yes,
directed by ARLI producer Mike Rouse.
Yeah.
And cameo by Robert Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Right. I feel like Shaq has gotten only progressively funnier and funnier.
He really has. He's very funny. I would do this. Who are the worst athletes? Who's like your least favorite performance from an athlete?
Great question. What's that beep? Is it malfunctioning?
George, did you swear? What happened?
What?
There was a beep. He looks more red than he did from the inflating.
Yeah, so George doesn't believe in laptops, so he live stream from his phone every week.
Okay.
Where are you, George, right now? What are you doing?
My phone was overheating. I'm worried that it'll lose its charge.
Okay.
Well, can I ask?
Yeah. Why
you would believe in phones?
Great question.
But not a laptop.
Yeah. Great question. Get ready for the answer, yes, sir.
Okay.
And it's not a joke.
Okay.
Well, a laptop is just it's a halfway point between two things. It's an unnecessary waste station. It's
George, I just realized where your phone is. Can you do me a favor and just close the door really quick?
Just to confirm for us.
Just to confirm. Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I thought.
In the fridge to try to cool it down.
You put his phone's in the fridge.
His phone is in the fridge.
Great. Thanks, George.
He dislikes laptops specifically on a philosophical level. George, obviously a huge fan of digital technology,
but
that laptops are stupid, and he calls the trackpad a fetish pad. He says that anyone who likes a laptop, it's a fetish item.
I mean, he's chugging milk. I haven't seen someone do that in 30 years.
Yes. The last time it happened was Ron Burgundy by the side of the road in the late 70s.
Yeah. This is, I mean, is it chocolate milk? It looks like it's chocolate milk.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's chugging choco.
I mean, tight. I just gotta say I was not expecting that.
Yes. At this point, none of these phases me, Yassir.
Yeah, as it shouldn't.
Yes.
That's why they call me the king of the unexpected.
I'm trying to think of who the worst athlete performance is. Like, I'm actually kind of struggling because I like you say that, and I think of like It's like I can almost visualize or hear the bad wooden stilted line readings.
Oh wait. Oh, you're gonna have to do a cupcake right now?
Oh,
You're gonna have to do a cupcake.
Patty's
Oh wow.
little cupcake.
Hang on. I gotta figure out a way to keep this upright. There we go. Where do we want the cupcake?
Right in the middle.
Not in the middle of the top.
We want.
I want a little bit of the front. A little bit of the front gone.
Right.
It should be halfway between. Yeah.
We want you to look like Baby Carlos or Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it into the camera. We just gotta see that it was done.
No,
Yeah, the result.
It's funner. It's more fun.
The
this way.
result. Process is less important than the you know, we want to
Right.
we want good results.
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me, I sneezed.
Hey,
Hope everyone's okay.
never apologize.
Everyone's fine. We're all fine.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So wait, where is everyone?
What in the
I'm
upper
in Marin
east?
County.
Location-wise, you're in Marin County, yeah.
Right. I'm on the Upper East Side. I live on 72nd and York.
That's cool. Okay, that's
Yes.
cool. I'm in West Hollywood.
Yeah, nice.
Alright.
How is it over there?
Oh,
Are
people
things
are losing. No, people are losing their minds. They don't care about masks. They're all kind of chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
fucking
awful. Yeah,
Watto's been losing his mind a little bit this week by all these like the bars in New York City reopening. And they're like, oh, we're only reopened outside. But so then there's just so many people congregating outside the bar,
yeah,
very close together, chain smoking and vaping and drinking,
yeah.
holding a mask in their hand. As if that means fucking anything. Anything.
It really is. It's a wild time to be experiencing all of it. George, how was I mean, you're just secluded, right?
Always, yeah. Skywalker Ranch. You know, we've got
Yeah.
everything we need here. We have our own fire department.
Yeah,
We all take a little moment to look. Patrick, can you give us
yeah.
another close up of that little cupcake?
A little
Yeah.
cup date. A little cup date.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, you look like you're ready to ska.
And
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Can you go into profile, Patrick? Can you show us the cupcake? Yes.
Oh, that is bad.
Now do it, Patrick. Do it like your Jaws. Use the edge of your shower to make
Yeah.
it look like the cupcake is the fin and swim around a little bit.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. And that's nice. Jaws.
That's pretty good.
This looks like if the sequel to this looks like if you were to merge Tintin and American History X.
Yes, yes, it does. Yes. Yes. It looks like all right Tintin.
Oh my god, that really
What a
got
wonderful
me.
little cupcake. What a wonderful little cupcake that
I
is.
could eat it. It looks so tasty, this cupcake.
How long do you have to keep the cupcake?
A couple thousand
Until 5,000, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's for a good cause. This is what we've learned, Yassir.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people love spending money if it punishes us.
Yeah,
And
truly.
so that is the way we are weaponizing our privilege.
Yeah, it's brilliant on
Yes.
every level.
Yes. Last week, Watto had
Ooh, let's try to get to 1138. We've never gotten to 1138. I would love it if we could get to 1138.
and what do we do at that point?
Well, what would be a good thing? I'll do I'll show a deleted scene from THX 1138. I'll recreate a deleted scene from
Okay.
THX 1138. But only if we can land precisely at
Exactly.
1138.
At
If we
what?
overshoot it, I can't help you.
But wait,
Everyone has to be very
I
careful.
just want to make sure that you're acting it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not showing
I'm
it.
gonna
You're gonna recreate it.
I'm gonna recreate it.
Okay. That's
Now, this is a scene that we were not able to film because we did not have the technology. Even when I started adding scenes in for the director's cut, I still couldn't quite recreate this one.
Okay.
I mean, computers were not at the level of being able to replicate Robert Duvall at that point in time. There was too much depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you what we're at?
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
do
what are we at?
we want to hang on?
No, you need to keep us updated because we have to hit that number exactly.
Yeah,
Only if we hit
exactly.
1138 exactly.
All right, so this is where we're at right now.
George, right now
Okay,
on
everyone be very careful.
Wait,
Everyone be
hang
very
on.
careful.
very careful.
Hang on.
People should be coordinating to try to get to exactly one.
Everyone
Yeah.
work together.
Yes.
Here we go.
It's a version of mind meld. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So close.
Oh,
In the-
If
one,
it's 1139, it's
If
one person donate $4 or
But say it
$14.
in the chat before you do it, so no one else does it.
Oh, guys,
$6.
George. Oh, wait.
What?
Hang on.
Hold on.
uh-oh. Suspense.
Okay, here we go. We are at. Hang on. There you go.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's a nail biter. It's a nail biter.
Hang on.
Now, someone announce in the chat that you are donating
Yeah.
$6. Call
Yes,
dibs.
please.
Call
And
your shot.
Right. And if you want to donate, wait. Just wait and then give us the money later. But someone needs to donate $6. Can I just say while we wait for this, in this episode, Rita just went to a witch doctor and she revealed that she's 72 years old. And Rita said, "You're 72." Like she wants to know her beauty secrets because she looks so young. George, you talk about the fact that you are 72 a lot. I would say you look great. Like you look like you're in your early 40s at the absolute latest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, it's just
What's going on with this $4 or $6?
everyone's scared. Everyone's scared that they're going to shoot over. But here's the thing:
One
we get to
person.
1138. I just want to see that number, and then any of you who've been waiting, I want you to just surprise me. Just dump, especially if you have money that you're like, what do I do with this money? I got to get rid of it.
Look at Richland City in the comments is
Okay.
saying they did it. Richland
We're there.
City.
We're there.
Right there.
I need to see it. I need to see it.
We need to see it. Yes.
Oh.
All right. Now, everyone, we have the number. Thank you for everyone.
Yes.
If you were waiting, if you were scared, go ahead. Just flood the account with your money. Just,
Right, we
just
want it.
pour the money
Yeah.
into
We
it.
want to see
We want it now.
how much we can grow while George is doing the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. While I gotta go prepare for it. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Lucas, for the first time ever, will be revealing a deleted scene from THX 1138. This is a scene that was deleted from the script stage. Okay, so there's no print of it. He can't show you the clip, but he is going to act out himself. George, of course, a famous actor from the episode, the second to last episode of season 2 of the OC, from Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah, he did it. Just Shoot Me. He did some Star Wars detours.
Yes. So he's going to come back. He, of course, Baron Papanoida in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
He's going to come back and play every role in a deleted scene from THX 1138, a movie about the very hermetic society in which people shave their heads and go crazy, staying indoors in rooms and can't have sex with each other.
Oh no!
What?
That's what's happening to me right now.
Well, that was kind of the joke I was making.
Oh no!
That was actually kind of the joke that Watto
Hey,
was making.
Watto, it's 4:38. While George is preparing, do you want to tell Yassir?
Yes. So, Yassir, we were talking
Yeah.
about Baby Carlos. We were talking about
Yeah.
Duncanville. Now, it's easier to make an animated show than a live-action show right now. But
Right.
animation is difficult. It takes a lot
Yeah.
of time. So even if we were to get a green light on Baby Carlos tomorrow, it would probably be a month to 18 months, a year to 18 months before it could actually air, right?
Right.
But people need content right now. They're starved because
Yeah.
people are reaching the end of Netflix every day.
Yeah.
What if I told you that George Lucas, almost a decade ago, completely self-financed and self-produced 39 episodes of an animated series right before he sold Lucasfilm to Disney? And Disney acquired the completed series in the purchase and just put it on a shelf. They put it on a shelf and they never released it.
I would love to see it, clearly.
Yeah, everyone would. But Disney won't fucking do it. So that's why at the 39th minute of every hour, we tell people to tweet at Disney Plus, may detours be with you. Because the show is called Star Wars Detours, and it's like Star Wars, but it's very funny. It's a comedy show, Yassir, like the comedy you do where everyone laughs. But comedy written by George Lucas. It's funny skits and sketches and spoofs and goofs.
Yeah.
Very funny comedy.
And parody is never funnier than when it's done by the person who made the original thing.
Yeah.
Yep, because they don't have anything invested in it.
No, they're not.
They're not precious with it at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So,
And the one thing we know about George is that he just the Star Wars universe. He lets it go. Yeah, yeah.
he lets
Fun jokes.
yes.
I remember when Mel Brooks asked me if he could make Spaceballs, and I said, yes, but the only deal is you can't make any toys or any merchandise. Other than that, have all the fun you want.
We got the great Lou Diamond Phillips in this episode.
We got some LDP going on this episode.
LDP,
Playing
LDP 1138.
he's
George, let's hear your new theme.
What?
I want to hear your scene.
I like that George got the costume. He put on
Well,
the
because they wear it's very monochromatic. You know that I was looking for something that was, but you know what? Yassir, have you seen THX 1138?
Of course I have.
Okay, so it's a dystopian future. Sex
yes.
is forbidden.
yes.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of unexplained gadgets and creatures. But this was a sequence. It's a little abstract. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to understand all of this because there's robots involved in it. There's also a fair amount of forbidden eroticism, and some of it is it's all very futuristic.
Okay.
All right. So, Watto, do you remember what the music was like in THX 1138?
Oh God, Watto watched it pretty recently, but he cannot remember. Do you want?
Right. It's unmemorable music.
Right. You didn't have Johnny Williams at that point.
No. A lot of noises, effects, sparse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay,
industrial. I'll do some of that. Yes. Okay. Ready?
All right. Okay.
Okay. Dun.
You have to stop, please. Please. It's very that's I here's what I'll say, George. Like, it's a bummer they cut that out.
Yes. Now, was that for time? Was it for pacing? Did
Yeah.
it not turn out the way you wanted?
Pacing? Oh, I felt like that was the exact pacing of the film. It's just more like, did you guys not get the rights to the two-tone pudding cup?
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Now, George, I'm nervous.
Just so you know, your beard is pudding now.
Your beard.
Your beard is pudding.
George, I have a lot of questions. Now,
Are you licking your...
his headphone wire? Yes, he is licking the wire because it's covered in.
You guys, what's going on?
George, can I ask why you put the tubes in your mouth? That's my first question. Because
robot legs.
Those were the robots?
Those are robot legs?
Wait,
Yeah.
So what were the pudding cups? I think I got lost.
This is why we cut it. It raised more questions than it answered.
Well, no, because hold on, because I'm assuming Did you film it, or was it a written scene that didn't get filmed?
No,
Okay.
Michael, I'll send you the pages. We have it. We wrote it. Never shot it.
Okay.
Never shot it.
Never shot.
Okay. So
Now,
but
George,
what I just may I? I'm sorry. I just have so many.
Yeah,
questions.
ask as many questions as you want. Yeah.
So the pudding cups were robots, and then the
legs, the glass legs were the robot legs.
right, and the pudding was.
Those are glass. The tubes in your mouth are made out of glass. George, what are those? What purpose are those glass straws?
Yeah, those are glass straws. Hold on.
Is that really what they are?
These are glass straws.
What? Why do you own those?
I get that. I mean, I get it in terms of like reusables, right?
Because of the environment.
I mean, it shouldn't be glass.
Right, that's what I don't know. WATTO has the metal straw. Here.
It's easier to clean a glass straw than a metal straw.
I don't know.
Now, Yassir, for a little bit of background. In previous weeks, George has offered. Oh, this is what the straws were for. In previous weeks, George has said, "Hey, at this amount of dollars, I'll do a special surprise," and people don't know what it is. And then he will take 2 cups of Jello. We will do the music from a different scene from Star Wars, and he will eat the Jello in a way like that. This week, he did something very similar to the special surprise, but it was with a messier substance and framed as a deleted scene, which is making me wonder, have all the previous surprises been George not being able to get over the fact that he never got this scene done correctly?
Yeah.
That's what the idea of a person or a robot sucking down 2 small plastic cups full of gooey material at the same time. Well,
hold on. Staring at them as they slowly.
I know. Well, that's because it started. It was like he had 2 orange Jellos, and he acted like they were the 2 suns in Star Wars.
Oh, wow!
And we did the music, and he pretended like the sun was setting, and then he sucked them up. But I'll say this too: like last week, the final stretch goal was WATTO had a full pint of alcoholic sorbet, and he put it in the microwave, and he chugged the entire pint of melted alcoholic ice cream, and it was terrible. And it got all over his face and his body. But that was the very last thing that happened. Then WATTO was immediately able to take a shower. It felt so gross. George has 10 more episodes of ARLTURN to go. And his dense beard is covered with 2-tone pudding.
You guys, I've just never witnessed anything like that. It was beautiful, but I will say, actively, I think THX 1138 might have been better if that.
I think so too. I think
could I even argue that in future releases of it, they just use exactly what we saw and put that where it was supposed to go?
I'm starting to think that George didn't do it as a donation incentive. He did it so he could get the footage for a future special edition.
Yeah, which again feels like he has so much money to do it, but he did it on StreamYard.
Yes, look, George is the visionary.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that's the problem is that there's no way that I'm not seeing what he sees, and so for that I digress and
Attack of the Clones was filmed in like 480p.
Yeah,
like, people don't realize that, but he was so ahead of his time in filming a movie on digital video that it wasn't even really high def.
Exactly.
And Disney Plus is like, oh, we have Attack of the Clones. It's in 4K, and it's like, no, it isn't. That shit wasn't even shot in 1K.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, I think one of my bigger problems is that I judge visionaries too quickly.
Yes.
Sometimes, and I'm like, what is this? And then it takes me a second. I'm like, oh, and that's what I feel about the pudding thing. It's just like, maybe I think it's just gonna take me a second But I will say, in the moment, I enjoyed it, and I had such a visceral reaction to it that I really felt like I was part of something bigger. I felt it was part of something bigger.
And that's what.
And I think that's also part of why we cut it from the film, is because that film was not meant to be enjoyed as such. You know, it was too thrilling a moment. I thought, let's save the thrills and spills for Star Wars.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you all for having me. I gotta go. I'm so sorry, but
such a pleasure. Thank you.
I love you all,
So nice
and
to see you.
I'll say this lastly, is that every single moment of this conversation has been burned into my psyche in a way that I'll never recover in the best way possible. So thank y'all, truly thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. This has been so much fun. And thanks for everyone watching, and keep donating your money. Okay.
Yeah, the best in the biz.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Now, guys, before we start episode 4, I actually have 2 guests that I want to bring in.
What? A dyad of guests?
A dyad?
So we'll start. You've seen her at the UCB Theater. She was a writer for The Tonight Show. We got Alex Song.
Oh my God, it's such an honor. Thank you for having me.
Honor is all.
Thank you for being here, Alex.
Yes.
And now we have another guest. And we've been seeing him on TV all afternoon. We got the great Jim Turner here.
Jim
Turner.
What?
How are you?
I'm fine, but I should probably come back after your first guest.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Yeah. So
It's Jim's choice.
Huh?
Okay. If you want to come back, we come back.
Yeah. Because I'll get mouthy and just talk.
Oh, okay. That's totally cool with me. Whatever. I'm happy to just be eerie.
No. Tell me a good time to come back.
Okay, I'll shoot you an email and then we'll figure it out.
Right. That's a little tease.
What a nice little Jim Turner tease.
A little Jim Turner tease. Gentlemen,
I just did a nooner on the campus for the show that's going on tonight. That's a term that only people that perform on college campuses know.
Yeah.
A nooner.
Well, you're back. We're ready to go.
Gentleman Jimbo.
All right. We'll see you in a little bit, Jim.
But
thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Alex, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
How
are you all?
Alex?
We're doing well. George, here, let's start the episode before we start talking, just so we don't get...
Wait, there's one thing I want to confirm, because people are already talking about it in the chat. I want to confirm it before we go any further.
Okay.
Alex Song.
Yes.
On a Herald team.
Were you?
I was on a Herald team. Is that what the chatter is about?
People get very confused, because I don't know if you know this, Alex, but Abby and Alana never made Herald Night.
Yes, that's true.
And so their understanding is so out of whack that anytime a guest is on, we have to make it clear if they were on.
I guess that would probably be the death knell in my career, is that I made Herald Night for a period of time.
It almost was a mistake, you're saying.
Well, yes.
You prevented yourself from being Abby or Alana in the process.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was worth it at the time.
Yes. Let's start this episode.
Okay.
So we're on season 6, episode 4, which is a question of character.
A question of character.
A question of character.
Is
Are we starting?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Alex, are you there? Are you good?
Yes, I have it loaded up.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, Alex, the best way to do it is to put your sound down and put your closed captions on.
Got
it. Alex, how have you been holding up during these weird times? You're a writer and a performer. Everyone is adjusting to sort of a new reality. Have you been able to write during this? Have you been doing Zoom shows? Tell us everything.
We want to hear everything.
I have not been doing much performing or writing. I did some Zoom shows, but as a friend of mine pointed out, the silence afterward is pretty deafening.
Yes, it feels fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you written any jokes, Alex?
Oh, I did write a joke. Thank you for asking. Let me pull it up. I wrote one joke in the last 100 days.
Yes, here we go. It's quality, not quantity.
This is 100 Days joke.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it's more of a half joke. It's
That's okay.
It's maybe the foundation of a joke without the joke actually there.
Right.
So I wrote down, this is word for word in my notes app.
Wonderful.
Chinese Canadian immigrant. Parents were Chinese immigrants, and I'm a Canadian one. Culture shock of Dunkin' Donuts Munchkins instead of Tim Hortons Timbits. And that was it. That's 100 days of work.
Now, should we, someone said here, stretch goal, finish Alex's joke. Should we work on trying to complete this joke for charity?
Now, what do you think, if you had to look at this as a writer, what do you think needs to happen to make you feel like this is a complete joke?
What are the demands of this joke, right? Like George, when he sits down, he writes a Star Wars, he goes, what is this story demanding out of me?
I guess it would need a punchline. Maybe some more setup as well.
All right. And now Tim Hortons is the Canadian Dunkin' Donuts, basically. It's a culture joke.
Right. And their donut holes are called Timbits, while Dunkin' Donuts calls them Munchkins.
Yes. And I guess maybe a little filler, maybe a little like lead up about how the culture shock was much bigger for my parents coming from China.
Okay. So this is a joke about juxtaposition. It's a joke about comparison of what they had to adjust to versus what you had to adjust to. And you use filling. I wonder if we should work filling into the joke, because sometimes both Timbits and Munchkins have filling in them, like a cream or a jelly.
Now, I wonder, as a filmmaker, because Munchkins are obviously an important part of the Wizard of Oz, which is a cinema classic film, classic literature.
Yes.
I wonder if there's some fun to be had over the idea that the Wizard of Oz in Canada, that those characters are called Timbits.
Oh.
Hey, George, I also want to bring up, while Alex,
I never thought of it.
You need to get hyped, George.
Oh, George, you got to get hyped.
And then Watto, once this is done, you need to bring Baby Yoda outside.
Well,
we've reached the money where I get hyped?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll go get ready for it. I don't like abandoning Alex. You just got here, but it'll take me a minute to go get preparation.
Yeah, we'll talk.
That's okay.
We'll talk out.
I also just figured out the audio, so now I can hear it.
Great.
Now, wait, when we talk about bringing Baby Yoda outside, is it that I have to provide proof of that after this, or do I need to go outside on the street?
I believe you need to go outside on the street.
The only thing I can offer there is a fire escape.
Deal.
I'm gonna wait for George to get back.
I think for Yoda the fire escape is fine. I think for the other one that you had to do later, it's got to be outside.
But that will be posted later on the Twitter account.
We'll let the chat decide.
There are literally just technical limitations at play here.
I don't know if there are.
I think there are.
I think Watto's trying to get out of this.
I think Watto's also still very scared about this pandemic.
Fair.
I'm trying to find the best balance of the elements, and I thought that was the deal we were making.
That's fair. We can do that.
Okay, so Alex, I like everything we're doing here with the joke. We're talking about the filling of the Timbits and the Munchkins. We're talking about Munchkins also being in Wizard of Oz. George suggested the joke that the Timbits Munchkins thing extends to the text of the film. The joke being that in Canada there's like a philosopher's stone, sorcerer's stone thing going on where the Munchkins are called Timbits. What if also in Canada the film is called The Wizard of Eh?
I really love that.
Right? Because now this is like world building. This is like Star Wars world building. We're really building out the world of the joke.
Yeah.
I really like that. I would say one of my weaker points as a comedian is I don't really riff that much off of the joke. I tend to just move on. So this is new territory for me, and I'm really liking it.
Because what George likes to do is come up with a joke and then reuse that same joke for 40 years. I don't know if you know this, but George is the man behind the most successful joke of all time, which is I have a bad feeling about this. which is said in every Star Wars movie and every Indiana Jones movie. And he came up with one good joke, and he said, just keep using it. Just keep using it.
Does that joke solely belong to George? Because I feel like I've seen it in all aspects of culture now.
Yes, I think that's plagiarism at this point.
Yeah, it's permeated culture at this point.
Yes.
That's cool. I didn't know that that's where it originated from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-oh, I hear someone's door opening. I think he's coming back. Do you see when he walks in, the camera shakes like a glass of water in Jurassic Park?
Yes. It's because George refuses to have a computer, and he live streams off of his phone. And Patrick and Watto bought George a computer, and it still hasn't arrived, and the order's about to be canceled.
Wow.
George.
This is from a phone?
This is from a phone.
Yeah, it's pretty good, huh?
It looks better than mine.
Well, it's a $1 billion phone.
I also realized, Alex, I had to shave this into my head.
Oh my god!
It's getting closer and closer to the fat Jew.
Wait, can I see it one more time? I had the window kind of small.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The way it was written as a stretch goal was he had to shape his hair into a little cupcake. He started this week with a mohawk. That was from last week's stretch goal. So for the last week, he had beard, mohawk, and then we said you got to shave off the front and the back and leave a little cupcake.
Oh my god! Just seeing the thumbnail, I did think it was an homage to the Fat Jew.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I saw him once in person.
Oh yeah.
He looked like a cartoon.
I mean, talk about joke theft, right? I feel like I've got the bad feeling about this is the only joke he hasn't stolen.
Yeah, he's missing out.
Okay, Watto is going to try to take Baby Yoda on the fire escape.
No. This is George getting hyped, Alex.
Oh my god. Should you inhale that? Oh my god.
Oh, George. Suck it in. George, the chat is asking if you're going to finish the whole can.
Where's Watto going?
He has to bring Baby Yoda outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a lot going on, Alex.
Oh my god.
Alex, this is not even the first near-death experience for George.
Oh my god, is he gonna be okay?
I don't know. Guys, if you like this, be sure to donate some money.
Please donate to a really good cause. Let's remind people what we're raising money for this week.
Yeah.
This week is GLTS for GLITS. Gay and lesbians living in a transgender society.
I'm a big fan of this cause. I've donated to this cause as well.
It's a great organization. Watto is
Great
having
organization.
a little bit of what is fear of heights called?
Yeah, fear of heights.
Just fear of heights.
Yes.
I mean, Watto didn't need to go outside. Wasn't it just Baby Yoda needed to go outside?
Well, I had to provide proof, right?
Oh, sure.
I mean, that's the problem here is that if I thought originally the stretch goal, Watto was trying to put his yarmulke on because he realized he forgot at the beginning of the live stream. Watto's so afraid glasses falling off the fire escape.
Watto, go inside if you got to go inside.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to adjust. The problem is that I thought the stretch goal was I would provide proof that I had taken the pillow and Baby Yoda outside after the stream. But if it has happened during the stream, then Watto himself has to be in fresh air. So here is Baby Yoda, and here is the outside.
Wow.
That's pretty exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, now
That's
you guys have,
beautiful.
you have to tell me what's happening on Arliss, because Watto can't see it.
Well, if we're going to make the movie, they should go. So soon? Well, you're going to have to come back. We'll see. Bye, Martha. I'll call
you're
you.
literally just
Bye,
reading.
Rita. Bye. And Arliss says, that is so wonderful. Arliss, isn't that wonderful? He's quoting them. Yeah, it's fucking wonderful. It's just fucking great. And then he puts something in his mouth.
Hey, George.
Yep.
You got to put your jacket on.
All right.
Okay, and can I set a new goal?
Yeah.
At 1600, like 1600 pen, Watto gets to go inside.
Okay, deal.
All right. And when Watto goes inside, I'll go on an amazing journey.
Jesus.
How's that? How's that for a good goal?
So many goals.
Well, we got to keep it. This week's going to be the most exciting week. Yeah.
Watto has never gone out on his fire escape before, and especially during all of this, he's been like, oh, would that be like kind of nice and relaxing because you get to have fresh air without like wearing a mask.
Without Terry Gross.
Right, but it's very scary, especially when he has his laptop and his glasses and his Baby Yoda, his three most prized possessions, and there are slats in the fire escape.
I don't know how you're doing it.
What's the number where Watto gets to go inside? 1600?
1600, like 1600 pen. He gets to go inside the White House.
I'm not gonna go on my amazing journey until I can take my jacket off.
Okay, so then it's 1776. Good year.
Yeah. All right, hold on. It's real hot in Marin County, so this is not going to be nice.
Alex, how have you been holding up? What have you been doing to stay entertained, to stay excited during this time?
It was a rough go of it for a while, but I re-enrolled back in college for something to do, so I'm doing that.
So you're
at Brooklyn College. Yeah, everything's online and asynchronous, which I didn't realize when I enrolled. So basically, you just kind of keep to the schedule yourself, which I have not been doing. So I guess I paid a lot of money to be able to say I'm back in college, but I'm not doing the work.
Hey, that's the reason most people pay money to go to college. Alex, how much of college did you complete originally before re-enrolling?
About half.
Okay,
so
you did about
all the Gen Ed stuff. Yeah.
And you did about 2 years to then pursue comedy, to drop out to pursue comedy.
Kinda. I did like 2 semesters at NYU, and then I did a bunch of semesters at Brooklyn College after that. But most of the time I would fail half my classes, so it was definitely more than 2 years of work that amounted to 2 years of work.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Can I ask what you were studying then and what you're studying now, if they're not the same?
I was undeclared at NYU, and I'm a creative writing major at Brooklyn College.
I mean, yeah, you hear the name Alex Song, I go creative, check. Writing, check. Not maybe as much right now, but these are difficult times. No one's really writing.
Hey, I wrote that one joke.
I mean, more than most people. I don't know if you found this. Oh, no, what you were going to say, Alex.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I feel like you maybe were going to ask the question that I was about to preemptively answer. Were you about to ask if I've been writing during this?
Yes.
This is the thing that Watto has found, and this live stream is a very good example of it. Watto is completely incapable of doing any type of writing or performance where he cannot acknowledge the fact that we are living through the most terrifying time in human history.
Yes, that's fair.
Like, at a certain point, yes. Like, I don't like doing comedy in silence, right? Like Zoom stand-up shows. I mean, Watto has so much good material that he would love to be doing right now. Really edgy Watto stuff. But the silence is weird. Something like this is kind of fun because you have the other people to perform to, and the chat and things like that. But it's more the the state of mind thing of like every week we're talking about raising money for a cause, we're acknowledging everything we're going through, we're talking to our guests about it. That I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Watto just being himself. I mean, that's the other thing. If I had to play a character right now, I don't even know what it would be like.
It's too much.
Really, you don't think that like Watto, if you were to like portray a character, would actually be cathartic and that you have this extra layer of separation?
No, I can't. I mean, look, I can't even imagine, but I feel like it. I don't even know what it would be like. And George and I just can't speak to it. We haven't done it.
Yeah, if I had to be, if I was having to do these live streams as my character from Beverly Hills Cop 3, and as the man in the amusement park who someone cuts the head of him in line.
Hey, Watto,
thank God.
I don't think I would be able to do it. I think to maintain that level of commitment is that's not the kind of artist I am. I'm someone who works methodically at a certain pace, and it would be too much. It would be too hectic. It's easier to just be myself.
Yeah, I would say I mostly just am myself and offer personal secrets rather than creative output.
Alex, do you ever create characters?
Rarely for myself.
People
But
were
for other people?
One of the most popular characters from the Chris Gether show, which of course is Thor.
Yes, I was Asian Thor for one episode of the Chris Gether show on public access.
Mm-hmm.
That was created by someone else, though. I just
you
the
were
name was given to
you were
me.
you were an actor who embodied the role. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis didn't write My Left Foot, but he won the Academy Award for transforming himself.
Yes.
Don't diminish what you've done.
That's true.
He didn't get up when he won. When Daniel Day-Lewis won the Oscar for My Left Foot, he didn't get up and say, "Guys, there's been a terrible misunderstanding. Someone else wrote this for me. Please rescind this award."
No, we're talking about ways to sort of stay sane during these weird times. Here's Watto's advice: if you're feeling stir crazy about having to stay indoors so much, try spending 10 minutes on a 9th-story fire escape, and you will be so happy to be on a fucking couch.
Oh my God, I didn't know you were 9 stories up.
Watto forgot.
Did any of your Watto? Did any of your neighbors wave to you?
No, thank God. Imagine if Watto had gone out at 7 p.m. and people were like clanking on their pans and shit.
Well, that might be a really good stretch goal.
Yes, for a high number, we can establish that as a stretch goal.
What's the number?
Let's
7,000.
Hang on, I'll bring it up for you. There you go.
What do we have?
What's open?
I think 7,000, just past the condom on Watto's nose. I think that's
fair enough. So I would go outside wearing the condom, and 7,000 for 7 p.m. Yes.
Yes.
That's the goal. The goal is to hit it by 7 p.m.
Watto
by 7 p.m.
Watto clangs pots and pans outside?
Yes, Watto will bring out a pan and a wooden spoon, and Baby Yoda and his laptop with a condom on his nose. For a great cause, Watto will do that.
Watto, are people still doing it in your neighborhood, Watto?
Yes.
Okay. Alex, are you in New York right now?
No, I've been in New Jersey for the last 3 months, and I'm not aware that people do 7 p.m. claps here. I don't think they do.
Nobody does it in Queens.
Wow.
I've never.
Oh, I didn't even know it was borough specific.
I've never heard it in Astoria.
I feel like it's more.
I've heard about it happening in Queens.
Yeah.
I've heard about it happening in Queens, Patrick.
Maybe closer to the hospital.
I was going to say Watto lives near some hospitals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I really hope that people, even if you're watching the stream and thinking I've already donated, I can't donate anymore.
Yeah.
I hope you'll start contacting your friends to see if they'll donate a little, because it really would be something to have on this stream. Watto out on his 9th story fire escape at 7 p.m. with everybody else,
Yes.
clanging pots and pans with a prophylactic over his nose.
And yes, I mean, come on, that's a 4-course meal right there. What we just described.
That's a New York City moment. You know what I mean?
And only in New York could Watto
Only in New
put a
York.
condom on his nose, sit on the 9th-story fire escape with a baby Yoda and a MacBook Pro, clanging a pot in the pan.
I'll say this: I don't think you need
of our hospital workers.
I want to make this a little easier for you. I don't think Baby Yoda needs to be brought out there. That's a lot to have to.
He does. I
sure?
think. No, I do think he does. I'll put him in the pot.
No.
It's for a good. I'm not cooking him. It's just a device to hold him.
I'm just genuinely thinking towards how Watto would feel if, for some reason, Baby Yoda fell 9 stories.
Watto would feel terrible, but he's going to make sure he does it very gingerly so that doesn't happen. But I think also in trying to be a good father to my baby Yoda, I want him to see it happen. I want him to be proud.
Yeah.
How much to
the
cook,
cell
baby
phone,
Yoda?
the cell phone.
Get out of here, tired Paul.
the cell phones have gotten much smaller over the course of 6 seasons of Arliss.
Very true.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
I love when the tech, when you can see the technology change over the course of a story.
Absolutely.
Like how in Star Wars we showed how the ships started out really good and then they got really bad and then they got really good.
Yes.
Can we make predictions for next season?
Oh,
it's the final season.
Well,
so
I just have one question, one prediction question. Will Arliss acknowledge 9/11?
Yes.
There's one post 9/11 season. I think
absolutely.
Alex?
Without question. Will he let's get specific. Will he name drop Osama bin Laden? I say yes, he will.
I hope so. I really think he will. I mean, considering the last time we have watched a season of Arliss take place around a giant seismic cultural event, the 1999 season had a lot of references to Phantom Menace. So Arliss is so tapped into the culture. I can't imagine a season in 2002 not name checking Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Will there? I'm gonna go ahead and say there will be a joke where someone makes the reference to, if such and such happens, the terrorists win.
Yes. I also think I'm guessing there will be a joke about where bin Laden is. That's a prediction. I'm just feeling that a season of Arliss from 2002 might have a joke about the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden.
I think there'll be an airplane joke that we will think must be influenced by the events of 2001.
Yes, that's another question. How many jokes will there be where we're like, is that? Or is that the coincidence?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, and this might sound...
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and make a slightly generalized, but I think actually appropriately, commemoratively specific. There will be either 9 or 11 of those jokes.
Yes. Okay. Right. So this will be. I agree with Andy T. Germ. I'm predicting the first episode of season 7 will be Arliss with the NYPD and the New York Fire Department, and Rudy Giuliani direct address to the camera, and Arliss says, Mr. Mayor, do I have permission to make great deals? And Rudy Giuliani says, why start now?
Rudy Giuliani doing his Jack Nicholson impression.
Why start now?
Wrong verb.
See, Watto was going for more of a like, Rudy Giuliani sounds like Roz from Monsters, Inc. That was the goal. Mr. Michaels. Making deals again, I see. Where's your paperwork, Mr.
Alex, did you have HBO in the late 90s?
No. In fact, I had not heard of Arliss prior to this afternoon.
Wow. I got to say, you're in good company. It feels like 50% of our guests have a similar relationship to Arliss.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that Sandra Oh was in it. I'm excited about it.
It's 9 seasons. No, it's 80 episodes, 7 seasons. But this was her breakout. People think like, overnight success. It's like, no.
Yeah.
It takes
I
years.
just finished watching all 16 seasons of Grey's Anatomy recently. Actually, over the course of 46 days, the first 46 of quarantine. But
That's
yeah,
so many episodes, Alex.
I
No
guess when you
wonder,
ask like how
no
are
wonder
you,
that
that's
joke
what
is
I was
only
like.
half finished.
You've been burning the midnight oil. And
Guys,
Yeah.
let's go right into
No,
episode
it's over.
5 just because we're running behind.
Just roll through. We'll roll through.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll let it autoplay. Now,
Let me know.
Can I take my jacket off yet?
No. Let me know when it starts.
now, Alex, if you're watching that many episodes of Grey's Anatomy, I assume it's not at like set hours. You're doing it just like all over day and night, right?
Yeah, I'm going to bed around like 4 a.m. and just I'm not watching it anymore, but the sleep schedule has maintained.
When you were watching an episode of Grey's Anatomy and you realized it was 7 p.m., would you playing on a pot or a pan? Because we should be respect the brave doctors of Grey's Anatomy.
Guys,
You're right. You're right. Okay, I'm ready to start whenever you are. I banged on a pot in front of my Netflix screen just
Okay.
for,
Good. No, I just want to make
just for
sure
the fictional doctors.
attention must be.
All right, so it's about to roll through. We're about 6 seconds away from
5, 4,
4, 3, 2, 1, and it's rolling over now. It's saying HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's rolling through.
Great.
And this is episode 5, The Price of Their Toys. Ooh, I like that because I made all my money selling toys.
Yes.
So
now,
Arliss is a person.
Arliss is a person.
Great question.
Exactly.
Great question. I'm sorry we didn't establish this for you sooner. It's actually
No, I should have researched.
it should have been the first thing we told you.
Arliss is a person, but Arliss is also an attitude. He's a way of being a professional.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Now, Alex, you enjoyed watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
Were you watching it while you were doing other things? Was it something you have on the background, or were you fully invested in it?
No, in general, when I watch anything, but I guess especially with Grey's, I get very like I have to have seen and heard every moment.
Right.
I wind a lot, and I can't be doing anything else when I watch.
You appreciate the art. I mean, so many of the kids these days are TikToking and flip-flopping and vining while watching a show. But you really want to engage with them. Yes.
So this will mean something. This will mean something to you as someone who paid attention to the whole show. This will be something meaningful. Step 1, you say we need to talk. He walks. You say sit down. It's just a talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through some sort of window to your right as he goes left and you stay right between the lines of fear and blame. You begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere alone in the bitterness, and when I was staying with you all night, had I known how to save a life. That's what Grey's Anatomy. That's what Grey's Anatomy is about, right? That's the whole.
That is exactly, yeah. You just captured 16 seasons.
It feels like a great time to remind people now that everyone's heard the honeyed tones of George singing, that for any donation of $100, you can request any specific instrumental track or theme from a Lucasfilm, and George will reveal for the first time the lyrics. There were lyrics written to every piece of music from Indiana Jones and Star Wars franchises.
And a lot of people have donated $100. So if you want to do it,
you gotta tell us.
You gotta either. Why don't you guys email the George Lucas Talk Show at gmail.com?
Yeah. So if you donate $100, Patrick has your name on file, and you will tell us which track you want. And if you don't know the official name, you can say Imperial March or something like that. But all of them have lyrics.
That's right.
That's amazing.
And I'm starting to wonder, Patrick. I don't know whether this is. I think this is okay because this was something that was never to be revealed to the public.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it because it's for a good cause. And we're helping people, and society is, you know, in a fragile place right now.
Yeah.
But they're making a documentary about the George Lucas talk show, and people were contributing to the Kickstarter for that talk show. And one of the Kickstarter rewards was that I would record a top 40 song and perform it. And what I ended up delivering was to anyone who donated to that amount, not one top 40 song, but an entire album of top 40 songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this went out to about 18 people. And we said anyone who, you know, we were keeping it secret, but anyone could reveal it publicly. And I don't believe that one of those 18 people ever commented on the album. George Lucas thinks
of the fact that they received an album of George
Lucas songs.
Yes.
Wait,
And
like no one replied back?
No
one replied. No one commented publicly. George Lucas I recorded an album.
Probably like 12 songs, right?
Let me look. I'm gonna look up
Wow.
because I have them here sitting in a Dropbox folder.
Yeah.
It's not even an EP. It's a full-on LP.
It's
a full album.
Yes.
It's a long player.
And it was sort of like, you know, Martin Shkreli, Wu-Tang rules, where it's like, if you pony up the money, the album's yours. Do with it what you want. And I think George thought, oh man, people are going to be demanding that the album leaks, and the people who have it are going to have this balance of like, do I want to feel like I got something extra for my money, or is the beneficial thing to do to share it with the public? And instead, literally no one has made any sort of recognition of the fact that they even have the album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who were these 18 people?
So you know what?
We're not going to
who cares?
We're not going to name
No. I'm curious what they're, you know, what they do with their time, and
one of them.
I guess I know what they do with their money.
One of them was Martin Shkreli. We should see.
Yeah. Boy, it sure is taking a long time for me to open my Dropbox app on my iPad. I guess I haven't updated it in a long time.
Yeah, it would almost be easier if you had a laptop.
Oh, no.
Oh, I do want to say, on the subject of the fray, this is the one other, I guess, joke idea I've had is
fantastic.
When Broadway reopens, when we're allowed to gather again, I would like to start a film festival called Fray Fest, where the only requirement is that each short or feature film features the song "How to Save a Life" by The Fray. And it'd just be a day of screenings.
I love it.
I think that would be great. I would love to contribute a film to the Fray Fest.
Yes.
I would love that.
It would be George's first film since Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
It would be an honor.
Yeah. I think that's a great thing. That finally gives people something to hope for, a reason to get through this pandemic.
Wait, now,
knowing that on the other side of this, there's the Fray Fest.
The Fray Fest.
It's like a very meaningful event.
I want to go back to the original joke, Alex, because I feel like we were making a lot of headway there.
We were making progress.
So we established, I think you were doing something else.
Bob Costas is back on our list.
Now, George, we established that you said, oh, is it funny if in Canada, if you watch the Wizard of Oz in Canada, they call them Tims and not Munchkins, right?
Right.
And then Watto says, what if in Canada it is not called Wizard of Oz, it's called Wizard of Eh? So those are two very funny things that are already happening in this joke.
That's very good.
Now we need the early, like, the example of how your parents' immigration process was different, right?
Right. Well, they didn't speak the language maybe they had learned it a bit in school. They had very little money. They came for education, for university. I guess it's not the hardest of immigrant experiences either, but definitely harder than coming from Canada to the U.S.
And did you move for education as well? Was going to school in New York the reason you came over to these United States of America?
I came a little earlier. It was when I was in 3rd grade because my mom got a job in New York City, so we moved to New Jersey.
Okay.
But it was because like the school system here is better, I guess, was the perception. Yeah.
Okay. Watto's brewing. Watto's thinking over the.
Now, George, while Watto is thinking, we did get a request.
All right.
Someone wants to hear you do the lyrics for the Raiders March.
Is that the main theme, or what is?
Yeah, that is the main theme.
They want. Have they paid for it?
Yes.
Okay, so George,
Okay.
I will do the instrumental, and you'll do the lyrics. Okay.
Yeah, and Watto,
Okay.
you keep your instrumental quieter so we can hear George do
Yes.
the lyrics.
Okay. Indiana, Dr. Jones. Indiana, he is Dr. Jones. Indiana, Dr. Jones. Indiana, a doctor, a teacher, a professor. Dr. Jones, he is so cool. He finds things that he's nobody's fool. Indiana, Dr. Jones. He will find it, he'll find it, he'll put it in our museum. There you go.
Oh, okay, that's the end.
That was good, George.
That was very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, a little applause for George.
You really do have a great voice, George.
Thank you. I'm going to give you here. Let's say
Sandra
Yeah.
has a back massager
Oh,
named
Uh-oh.
Mr. Friendly. Says, "Come to me, big boy," and she's giving herself a massage.
Is that
Can I-
really a back massager?
Yeah, it's a back
Well,
massager, Alex.
well, can I'd like to show something here that I wasn't going to show, but it now feels relevant.
Uh-oh.
Watto, as I think we established on other live shows, if not on these live streams, has pre-existing back problems, right?
Yes.
Right. Watto injured himself while filming Attack of the Clones. So Watto received what is supposed to be a massage gun. I think it used to be called a Theragun, and they recently renamed because it sounds a little violent. This kind of looks like a sex toy, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Why
Yeah,
is
it also
that
looks like
shape?
it look. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why are you doing that? That should have been a stretch goal.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop.
That looks like
Let's make it the stretch.
that looks like one of the battle droids. Like, you know how like BB-8 there was the bad BB-8?
Bad rounding.
That looks like, yeah.
Now,
Oh my god.
George, you
Yeah.
said you'll go on an amazing journey for 1776.
Yeah, once I can take my jacket off, I'll go on the amazing journey.
And we have not gotten there. We have not gotten any donations since you said
Here,
that.
I want to say this. And let's set it. I'm going to tell you which songs are on this album, and you
Yeah.
guys should decide what. Because I think much like the drawings, these should be available at a premium. Like these are like a great tote bag if this was public television or radio.
Yeah.
So this is the track listing. And let me see. Do you have the album art for George Lucas Sings the?
I've never heard it. I don't.
But
I've never heard it.
But hold on. Let me see if I can.
So we've got.
Let me see if I can.
The great Dick Clark is
The late great.
Yeah.
The late great. American Bandstand.
Can we just put in right now? Can you pull up the stretch goal list again?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say 1776. Let's say 1900.
Yeah.
Watto does some funny business.
Okay.
With the massage.
Okay, great. Can I also say someone suggested, I don't know if this is a possibility.
Throw it
What
out,
is-
baby. Doesn't hurt to
what is-
ask.
What is the stretch goal for us to watch Red Tails after this season?
Great question.
Great question.
I think I don't think it should be super high. I think we should make this a realistic one.
Oh, because
Yes,
that
but
also
it's-
gives us more time to reach a higher
Yeah.
overall total.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be the end goal. Okay, let's look at the sheet again. Pull up the graphic.
I think like 25. We bumped Saltine down. No.
No, 35.
35.
35? 35,
Yeah.
because, right, that's what we got to last. No, we got to fourth. Let's make it 35.
Okay.
35
Right.
at $3,500. We switch from HBO Max to Disney Plus, and we watch Red Tails.
And I've never seen it. Watto, have you seen Red Tails?
I've never seen Red Tails.
George, you've seen it, obviously.
I've seen it. I made it.
Alex, Red Tails is a movie that George was second unit director on about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Oh, okay. Thank you for knowing that I have not seen.
I figured.
Here's another crazy thing with Red Tails is like almost everyone in the cast of Red Tails has since gone on to have like a much bigger career in the 8 years since the movie came out. Like Michael
Oh, it was only 8
Jordan
years
is in
ago?
it. It was 8 years ago. It was George's last live action film released in theaters. But like Leslie Odom Jr., Michael B. Jordan, David Oyelowo, Nate Parker.
That's a stacked cast.
It's a stacked cast. Bryan Cranston, I mean, he was already on Breaking Bad at that point. And then Terrence Howard is the lead, and it was before Empire, so it was sort of in a fallow period.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see it. I would be very interested to see it. I hope.
I would too.
Yes.
And we're at 1769.
Wow. Wow, we're so close. We're so close to 1776. George is going to take us on an adventure. I'm going to use the bathroom before the adventure because I don't want to miss it.
All right. Patrick, if you go to your Dropbox.
Okay, hang on 1 second, George.
All right. Alex, I forgive my rudeness. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I really liked, I guess this would be controversial, but I did really like Rogue One.
Good one.
Good one. I don't think that's controversial. I think a lot of people are starting to say they like that one. It's a prequel. It's a sequel.
Yeah.
Some say it has no equal.
Wow. I guess at the time that I saw it in theaters, I really liked that everyone died. I think I was seeking that in a film experience at the time. Not like necessarily, stark pessimism, but what I perceived at the time as realism.
Yeah.
Yes, you appreciated the gravitas. You appreciated the sacrifice those brave characters made.
Yes.
You thought that this is an earned sacrifice. You're watching true heroes taking a chance, risking it all.
And it was a pretty diverse one at the time.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. And there's some funny droids in it. There's just a lot to enjoy about it.
George, I did not get anything from you.
I mean, it's in your shared Dropbox folder.
Oh,
I just sent you an email. Hopefully you got that.
I just got it.
All right.
Sandra Oh is great in this.
The what?
Sandra Oh is very good in this.
Sandra Oh is fantastic. And so here's the thing. Okay, so where did Watto go? Will he be back soon?
Watto went to the bathroom, I believe.
This is a regular segment on this show.
Weird one.
That's right. And are we anywhere closer to me being able to take my jacket off?
There we go.
All right, so this is the cover art where George Lucas sings top 40 hits. And here I'm going to read you the track listing for this album, okay? And these are covers of top 40 hits. Some of them I've taken a little bit of creative license to make the songs my own. They're not spoofs, but occasionally, if a lyric didn't quite fit me, I would adapt it a little to make it more feel like it was coming from the heart. So track 1, Money in the Grave. Track 2, Ransom. Track 3, Truth Hurts. That's the Lizzo track. Track 4, Lights Up. Track 5, You Need to Calm Down. That's the Taylor Swift, I believe, yes?
Yes.
Track 6, Bad Guy. You know that song?
No.
The song from what's her name? The one that everyone likes with
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Track 7, Highest in the Room.
Okay.
Track 8, Panini.
Panini.
Hold on. Let me make sure I have the correct updated track list. But do these sound like these are worth? What do you think is the proper amount of for an album like this?
I think if you donate, do you want to say $125?
$25?
No, $125.
$125. Yeah, because we want to keep this somewhat exclusive, if we can.
I think
track 9.
I think we should go 150.
Okay.
Track 9, Hot Girl Bummer. Track 10, Senorita. Track 11, Your Kiss Is on My List. So most of these are recent top 40. Top 40 hits from a fairly recent vintage, and then we go all the way back to the 1980s with the Hall & Oates classic, Your Kiss Is on My List. So you get 11 songs.
Did people request which song you performed?
No. One request was for Your Kisses on My List.
Okay,
so that's the reason.
I was wondering why one of them did not fit the pattern.
Well, and it's almost a bonus. It's almost a bonus track.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Oh, I definitely know. I definitely know.
And Patrick, I'm gonna give you the link.
Great.
That will share this, and we're thinking 150.
I think 150. Yes.
250.
It's for a good cause.
For a good cause, and so hold on. I'm going to put the artwork in the folder as well, so that you'll have all of it.
And we do have a big update. Let's see. Hang on. Here we go. I'm going to bring in a new number. You ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wow. So George, you can take off your jacket and take us on an amazing journey.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Now, in this episode, Kirby's dealing with some animal rights protesters.
This episode seems to mostly be about horse racing, no?
Yes. Yeah. And Arliss is getting a little flirty with this woman right here.
I've seen an Arliss Falls in Love episode, but an Arliss Falls in Lust episode? Wowie, zowie.
Wow.
TVMA.
I should have made that the stretch goal.
I've heard of R2D2, but have you heard of TVMA?
Alex, you used to write for The Tonight Show.
I did.
Do you have, because a show like that, you have to keep on coming up with material. You have to come up with stuff every day, right?
Yeah.
Do you have, favorite pitches that didn't make it? Are there things that you really, really wished you could have gotten on TV?
I guess so. I think the thing that jumps to mind the most is I kept pitching jukebox musicals, thinking that was such an original idea. With some reflection, I realize it's not. But also, I really wanted.
Only proves it was a good idea.
I guess that's true. Yeah, just with I don't know, different I guess top 40 artists now. And I really wanted some kind of a ball pit game. I don't know why. but I put that in every pitch.
Every pitch. Would you try a different variation every time? Like you'd come up with a different angle on the ball pit?
A little bit, yeah. I would always relate it back to whichever celebrity guest it was. It's like, oh, you know, like Will Forte, he loves balls, so
that's
a little more specific.
That was a short walk. That made your job a little easier.
In retrospect, I could have worked harder at that job, but you know.
Oh boy.
Okay, there are 2 back massagers going on.
Oh wow.
Is a gun.
Wow.
That's insane to me that this is
Fun stuff. So we are at, let's see if we've gone up at all. Okay, so we're still at the same. We're at 1842.
Oh, that episode's wrapping up.
Yes.
Alex, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had such a blast.
Yeah.
Pleasure was all ours.
Good luck
Pleasure
reaching
was all ours,
7,000.
Alex.
I
I'm
hope
sorry.
it happens before 7 p.m.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
George, go ahead.
Hold on, Alex. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit distracted right now while we're saying farewell to you.
That's okay.
Did you learn anything? How was your first ARLIS experience?
I want to watch more of it. I learned that ARLIS is a person and a lifestyle, and that Sandra Oh put in years and years of hard work on multiple shows to get to where we know and love her now.
Look, I know we have another guest coming through, but I think we need to pay our respect to Alex by giving her a quick ARLIS name. Can we?
Yeah, let's do it very fast.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure if you notice anything about ARLIS is that his name is spelled with $signs. So
Yes, I did see that.
A businessman. Well, so
Oh my gosh.
a viewer has created an automated website. This was
This is
actually
amazing.
programmed. Anyone can use this. But one,
Wow.
now we don't do this every time, but we're in a bit of a rush, so let's just make this easier by clicking
Okay.
on the More ARLIS button.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yes, right? Now, Alex, on a scale from 1 to 4, how business are you, would you say?
Wait, sorry, what was the question? How business am I?
Yeah.
1 through 4 was the scale?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess a 2.
A 2. Let's give Alex a 2. Okay, great.
Uh,
So we get some other currencies in there. And then
Okay.
on a scale from 1 to 4, how sports are you?
Maybe a 1.5.
I can't do it. I got to get full numbers.
Oh, just a 1.
Just the 1. Let's put a little bit of
There we
sauce
go.
in there. So there is your ARLIS name, Alex.
That's pretty good.
That's amazing.
Perfect ARLIS name.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for my
Oh.
ARLIS name.
Thank you, Alex. Where can people find you, Alex? On social media.
I'm on social media. I just changed my handle to Alex Songxia, ALEXSONGXIA. And same thing, alexsongxia.com. Yeah, thank you for having me. Keep
Cool.
donating.
All right. See you soon, Alex.
Bye, everyone. Good seeing you.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. So now I will.
Watto has identified that the Theragun comes with different attachments. So at 1900, he's going to really experiment.
Okay. I'm going to bring in our guest.
Yes.
We
right.
saw him earlier. We
Okay.
love him.
We Jimbo!
Jim Turner.
Jim.
It's not
Everyone loves
me.
Jim Turner.
You're ready. So we reached a new fundraising goal. So George Lucas is currently taking us on an adventure. Jim.
I am taking on the adventure. I'm going on the adventure with
You're
you.
going on the adventure with George.
Just gonna wander around Skywalker Ranch.
George is just walking around.
Losing internet connection, it seems.
Is
Yeah.
George just showing us the Skywalker Ranch? Is that what we're doing? We're
That's
seeing
what he's trying
how
to
much
do.
property he owns.
Exactly. But it also seems like George's Wi-Fi might not cover all of that property.
Oh, wow.
We'll see. We'll see. Jim, how are you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm sorry I crashed the party.
No. No.
I couldn't come later. I
Yeah.
couldn't come later, and I thought, oh, I'll just drop in.
Yeah.
Drop in when they're in the middle of something.
Hey, it's always time for Jim Turner. It's never a bad time, and you're a gentleman.
Oh,
You're a gentleman for ceding the floor. Jim, this has been a big season for you so far. I feel like we've seen a lot of new stuff for you, including you had some nudity in one of these episodes. The episode with your mother. You're sneaking around in the background naked, only covering your private parts with your hands.
yes. Oh my God, what was his name?
Catherine Houston.
Catherine Houston, the great Catherine Houston.
She fantastic. I loved her. Yeah, she passed away. She was a character, boy.
This might have been one of her earliest acting roles, because I feel like one of the things she was very famous for was that she had never acted until she was in her 50s or 60s.
Yeah, I think she was a nurse before that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the episode with the bull riding?
I believe that's the same episode. Yes.
Yeah, that was. Did you guys? Anybody tell you the story of the bull riding thing?
No. This is yours to tell.
This is an exclusive.
So the last time I was on here, we talked about the Jaguar.
Yes.
So I did the scene with the Jaguar.
Very dangerous.
And when I saw that, when I did that, I thought, you know what? Working with wild animals is working with wild animals. And they're wild.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're going to do. And, you know, I had some moments with the Jaguar that were like, I could have just been fucked up there.
Yeah.
And when they had this thing where I was going to sit on the bull, we're going to have the idea is I get on the bull in the chute, and then I'm going to go ride. And then they cut to, my stunt guy who really could ride, riding in the ring. And they said, so do we need a stunt guy to be like sitting on the bull? And I went, I've never sat on a bull. I've seen, bulls in the chute. I've seen guys going like trying to get calm. And I went,
you've seen Chicago bulls, obviously, at this point.
I don't know that I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll try sitting on the bull, but I might be a little too freaked out.
Yeah.
I'm a stunt guy. And if I can't do it, he'll have to. So I had two stunt guys, one to sit on the bull, one to ride the bull. So I got there and I sat on the bull. The bull's name was Armageddon. And it's huge. It's like you're strapped over a car. It's like your legs are over the trunk of a car. It's so gigantic. And you're sitting in this thing it's a beast. And I did, and I was sitting on it, and all these guys are around. They're showing me how to tie my hand up and hold like this, and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden the bull just leaned like this up against the fence, up against the chute, and was crushing my leg.
Oh my God.
And I went, oh, yay. And they go, all these cowboys go, what? And I go, he's smashing my leg. And they go like this, they go, bam, bam, bam. They're punching him to move him off my leg.
Yeah.
So that night we shoot and I did all the stuff I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Then what happens is Kirby gets thrown, the bull runs around. So we had two film crews in the corral, filming wherever the bull went. There's all these clowns, trying to protect, people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a film crew outside. We had 3 film crews, and the bull went in and up. And then when it came back to where they go, because what they jump around, and then they know they're going to get food, so they come back in this chute and come into the, inner corral where you get food.
They did the House of Pain.
They shut the gate. They shut the gate because they wanted to get more footage of the bull.
Oh, so they did a Mark Maron. They locked the gate.
Yes.
So I'm standing right with all these cowboys at a corner of the fence, and the bull came and it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he ran back out.
Yeah.
When he ran back out, the cowboys were going, what's going on? Why didn't they're concerned.
Yeah.
And why didn't they let him The bull runs at one of our film crews, digs his head down, and throws dirt all over the film crew. And it's 2 guys with steady cams. It was 2 on each one because they and throw dirt all over him. The cowboys all freak out. They go, "Get out of there! Get out of there! He's warning you! Get out of there! Get out!" And they're all screaming. And I'm going, is this? And they went, "This is wrong. This is fucked up." He bounces around for a while, and he's bucking now. And he comes with the other film crew and hits them. Throws the camera, the steady cam up in the air. They get knocked over. Now it's getting freaky. And, finally they open the gate and people are calling it. The clowns were, they won't really, I don't think they'll take a hit for you. They will do what they can, but they're not going to get hit. And they're doing what they can to pull the bull away. And people got hurt that night. The camera equipment got all fucked up. It was
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a Frozen situation at the end. They told the guards to open up the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim,
Frozen, the movie Frozen?
Yes. Have you ever seen it?
No.
America loves it.
I know they do, because they ice skate to it, and they use it for singing competitions.
That story is wild, Jim. I mean, I thought Bruce Willis was bad on set, but the behavior of this bull, it's almost as bad as Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Jim, this is off subject. Thank you so much for that story. That's an incredible story. And it is, I feel like people think that working on a comedy is just like fun and laughs and games. But very often the things that happen on the set of a comedy are still as insane as the things that happen on the set of like an action movie. Just because if you want to do a silly scene with a bull, it still involves a bull.
Yeah.
This is a question for you, Jim, not off our list, but Watto the other week, perchance, put on a movie to keep him company during this quarantine, and you showed up in a large role in the film, the movie Bewitched.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can you tell Watto at all about your experiences on Bewitched? Because that's a crazy cast, that movie.
Yeah, that was man, that should have been a much bigger. That should have done really well.
It's a funny movie.
Doing okay.
Yeah.
I had just that year, that was 2004, I did this movie Kicking and Screaming.
Oh, you did two ferals.
Yeah. So I did 10 weeks on that.
Wow.
And he was going to do a new movie. And because I knew his manager, Jimmy Miller, and other people, they brought me in for Bewitched.
Yeah.
And I was doing an audition for another guy in the movie, a stunt, or not a stunt guy, the prop guy.
Yes, yes.
And I'm reading this scene, and the casting, and I'm reading for Nora Ephron herself, and the casting director was reading with me, and got off. She skipped a whole page, and
hate to see it happen.
And so I just kind of picked up where we were going. I didn't really do anything different. I just kind of flowed with it, and I had to change a couple lines to do and then Nora Ephron stopped us and said, wait, where are we? What are you doing? What is it? What scene is this? And the casting director she said, I'm sorry. I screwed up. I skipped a page, blah, blah, blah. And Nora kind of looked at me. She gave me a look like, you handled that really well. Yes, I think that's what got me the part was you just kind of rolled with it. I like that.
Watto had an audition once where he.
So they gave me this part of Larry.
Yes, it's a big role. You play the creator of the TV show of the new Bewitched, the showrunner, right? Is that your title in the film? Yeah.
And I'd never met Stephen Colbert.
Yes.
And then he and I ended up being partners in the thing.
All your scenes are with him.
And one of the first days of shooting, I always love it when I see people on the street in LA shooting something, a whole crew. I think that, it makes me so jealous. I slow down, hoping a crew member will see me going, hey, that's Jim. We should get him in this. It hasn't happened yet.
Free Jim. There's a free Jim walking.
At the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yes.
They don't let anybody shoot anything at the Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
But Nora Ephron knew the people, and she got it. And they had cranes set up, set up in the swimming pool.
It's that poolside scene when you pick up Meryl for the first time, right?
The Beverly Hills Hotel.
Wow.
It was great.
That's a thing. Like, I feel like Nora Ephron, a lot of her special skills.
Froze.
I froze. Can you hear me?
You're back. You're back.
No, it's good to say a lot of Nora Ephron's special skill was that she was such a good people person, that she had those relationships and those connections to be able to do things like You've Got Mail's the first movie ever to shoot at Zabar's. And Zabar's was just like, nope, can't do it to every movie. And then she said, and they were like, of course, Nora, come by. It's fine. We'll take care of you.
Well, so yeah, I mean, boy, Stephen Colbert, David Allen Greer,
Jason Schwartzman, Farrell, Kidman,
Nicole Kidman, who I had a crush on.
Oh, Jim!
Big crush. And I told my wife, if something happens and I don't know, if I go spend the weekend with Nicole, and my wife said, well, you just enjoy yourself if that happens. That'll be really great.
Wow.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. It's almost like your wife was making a weekend with Nicole Kidman an unreasonably high stretch goal.
Yeah. Like, go ahead. If you can do it, more power to you.
More power. Yes.
But that was another 10 weeks, another 2.5 months with Will.
You did a whole summer of Will.
I did 5 months with Will Ferrell.
Wow.
And man, is he the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Like this is what I've heard, Jim, and I wonder if this was your experience. I've heard like one of the nicest guys, one of the most collaborative guys, incredible dude to work with. Off camera is pretty like soft spoken, quiet. He's not
really mean. Really mean. He carries a whip.
An asshole.
Lots of punching, in the neck.
He makes that goal look like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
No, he's like unbelievably. When we did Kicking and Screaming on Saturdays, we always shot on Saturdays because there were a lot of kids in it, and people would bring their families and their dogs. To this park that Universal set up. They built the city park. And they would bring their dogs and the kids and their families, and everybody wanted to meet Will Ferrell. Oh my God. And he would stand there for hours and talk to everybody. He's so sweet. He's unbelievably sweet. He's also unbelievably funny.
Yeah.
There was a scene in Bewitched where the first time they do it, they shoot the show with Nicole, and the numbers come in and the ratings and who did well.
Yeah.
And we're all standing there, me and David Allen Greer and Jason Schwartzman and Ken Campbell and PJ Byrne and Colbert. And we're looking at these sheets going, oh boy, this is bad. Because Will plays such an asshole in it.
Yes.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad.
But little do you know, if it's the scene I think you're talking about, Nicole has cast a spell on Will prior to this scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she gets these ratings that are really good.
Yes.
What happens was he comes riding in on his bicycle and he's all hopped up. He's really happy because the show was on, blah, blah, blah. And he comes in, and then when he looks at the numbers, then he starts yelling at us. And it was all scripted, and the way he yelled at us, he got in our faces and blah, blah, blah. And then they shot it a couple times, and then Nora said, so Will, we got that. Why don't you just give us some Will Ferrell? Go crazy. And he rode his bike in, and he got in our faces. He was just letting us all have it. He was making all this up. It was all new stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like right here. And I couldn't, I was biting my mouth to keep from laughing. I didn't know how to keep from laughing. I mean, I was really, I'm biting like this, and I'm looking around, and I turned and I looked at Colbert for strength. Like, are you keeping it together? Because, like, you look across the room, David Allen Greer was staring at the floor. Colbert, hoping he's keeping it together, and there's a tear rolling down his face. That's how hard he's holding this laughter in.
I feel like Colbert is kind of infamous for not breaking.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And it went on and on and on, and finally,
look, there you are, Jim.
oh my God!
Yeah.
That might be the scene. Because
that is the scene. I've watched this movie very recently. That is the scene you are describing.
So then at the end, finally she said, "Oh my God, God!" The entire crew exploded. There was laughter from places I didn't even know there were people. There was laughing and laughing and laughing. And Colbert said to her the next day, he went up to Nora and said, "Man, I'm really sorry. I hope we didn't ruin the takes." And she said, "What do you mean?" He said, I couldn't keep it together. None of us could keep it together. We were all," and she goes, "Oh my God, I was watching him. I wasn't watching you.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys better not have fucked that up."
Wow.
And fortunately, they had one of the takes where we were not laughing.
Can I ask, Jim, I heard that Adam McKay was on set for a lot of that movie, helping Will out with his material. Is that true?
Yeah, he dropped by a lot.
Yeah. So he was sort of like doing punch-ups and giving Will like prompts for improvs and things like that, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, the good news is when you're making a film now, if one actor laughs during a take, you just take their face from one of the takes where they're not laughing.
You flip it upside down.
You flip it.
If they're smiling, you can flip it upside
They're
down.
smiling, flip it upside down, and it looks like a frown.
Yeah.
It's all very easy fix.
Yeah.
Digitally.
I know
There's a lot of great character actors in this episode. So you got
Stephen Tobolowsky,
Jeff Fahey, Glenn Morshower, who was on 24 for a very long time. There's
Michael Caine.
just a lot of people in this one.
Michael Caine.
After Michael Caine is in it.
Yeah, Michael.
My God. Shirley MacLaine. Shirley MacLaine is in it. It should have been so huge.
Are there actors across? Because you're in every episode, right? You're in all 80 episodes of Arliss.
Yeah.
Are there actors who stand out to you, like experientially, guest stars across all the seasons? Like who really made a big impression on you?
In Arliss?
Yeah. Between the athletes, between all the great actors.
Well, the best athlete actor that was on the show was Roy Jones Jr. I mean, he was. It was really hard getting some of these athletes to simply be themselves. Jerry Tarkanian was on, and I mean that's there's a character. Just be you. He was horrible. Yeah, horrible. He just tried to.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was a great guy. We talked to him for a long time, but he was not a good actor. Roy Jones Jr. is fantastic. Gary, what's his name? He died. He was in. Gary, what's his name? He played a preacher, and he was a big Broadway guy.
Gary Beach.
Huh?
Who's in
Gary Beach?
Gary Beach. He was in the Producers.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was unbelievable.
Great actor.
He was just unbelievable. And he played this preacher that I sort of fall under the spell of. And that was something. When we were watching last week, Matt Winston was on.
Great. He appears a number of times. Yes.
Matt Winston came back. I think he did more. He played more different characters than anybody. And that was the first time I met him. Now he's like one of my best friends. And he and I made a series of stuff that's supposedly still on YouTube. It's called All-Star Living, Be an All-Star. And it was like a Scientology parody and Scientology and Tony Robbins parody. And it was me, Matt Winston, and Dave Herman from from Office Space.
Yes.
Office Space, Mad TV, yeah.
Yeah. and we played these three. I played the Commodore. Matt played Master Body, and he would, and he's not all buff, but he would take like wear the see-through shirt, and he would oil up so that he shimmered. And then Dave Herman played a really weird character. Oh, and what is always be, and then smack, snap, smack with your mouth, always speaking. He played this weird foreigner from I don't know where. And then Matt and I kept working on it, and Dave wanted to make it goofier and goofier, and Matt and I wanted to make it more and more real. So maybe this is All-Star Living is a real thing. And we kind of broke off from Dave, and we wrote a script about All-Star Living, and it was a parody of Scientology.
Wow!
And we wrote like 3 different drafts of it. And we were writing it for Will Ferrell to be the Tom Cruise of, and Will Ferrell knew nothing about this. Someday I'll tell him. Yeah, we wrote this movie for you. And finally we stopped doing it because Matt said, who the fuck is going to buy a script about Scientology? That's not going to happen. So I went to see The Master, and there were things, whole scenes in The Master that we were on the same plane.
Wow.
Only ours was a comedy, his was not. And I would go, oh my God, that's what we were doing. And I said, Matt, you got to come with me. And we went at 10 o'clock in the morning to the Cinerama Dome and watched it. And I said, you need to jab me every time you see one of our things. Boom. Oh my God. Oh, Jim. Holy shit. Oh my God. Can you believe this?
That's so funny.
I still think we should make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Patrick, Arthur Everest in the live chat is asking that you read their email. I think this perhaps has to do with a request of some sort.
I have seen it. George, do you want to do one of your lyric things?
For which one?
This is either for Ray's theme or Leia's theme.
Now, should we start the next episode? It might, in terms of timing, it's auto-playing into the next one now, right?
We have 4 minutes, so we can probably...
Okay. So let's keep it paused. Let's do this. Jim, this week, for anyone who donates $100, George is for the first time revealing and singing the lyrics to some of the most famous instrumental tracks from Star Wars.
Oh, man.
The lyrics were written for all of them, but just never released.
And of course, he knows them.
He knows them. He wrote them.
Did he write them? You wrote them, right?
Yes.
Well, in the case of Ray's theme, those are from the films after me, but I do know what the lyrics were because they consulted me, and they said, because every Star Wars instrumental has lyrics.
Yes.
They're just a way, we drop the lyrics out. It's sort of like when you write the first draft of a script, there are things you write that you realize later you don't need. They're covered by other things.
It's seeped into the water at that point.
Yeah, the lyrics are kind of like the bones of the music. You don't need to see them, and the music covers them up. But there's the meaning that lies beneath the music, and so now Watto, if I give you because every part of it has a lyric, the way they did it was very sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
So the little underscore that goes da 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 da. That is just going. My name is Ray. My name is Ray, and my name is Ray. My name is Ray, and my name is Ray. See?
Okay. So you want me to say that part?
Yes.
Or you want Patrick to say that, and then I'll do the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Patrick, my name is Ray. My name is Ray. My name is Ray, and my name is Ray. My name is Ray, and my name is Ray. My name is Ray.
Okay. Hold on, and I'll do the. Sorry, I didn't come in quite on time, so I'm going to do the lyrics over you doing the music, right?
Right. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
So let's go back. Patrick, it's my name is Ray. My name is Ray. Ray. My name is Ray. My name is Ray. Ray.
My name is Ray. My name is Ray. Ray. My name is Ray. My name is Ray. Ray. My name is Ray.
I am a granddaughter. You know my grandpa. I am a granddaughter. You know my grandpa.
My name is Ray. My name is Ray.
See?
That was great, George.
Great song.
And And you see, if that had been the lyric, it would have been a spoiler.
Yeah.
The first time you see her, people will be wondering, oh, I wonder who her grandfather is.
But that's the point. Sometimes
I wonder.
first draft, you write the subtext and then you take it out. So it's in there.
Yeah.
But you don't need to say it directly.
You don't need to say it. You don't need to say it.
That's like the thing. If you show a gun early on, you have to use it.
Chekhov's
If you're
gun.
saying a guy
That's
on
right.
your grandpa, you need to deliver on that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank God.
And I think people did start wondering when they heard that music. I wonder who her grandfather is.
Yes.
She seems like somebody's granddaughter.
She has that big granddaughter energy. Someone in the chat, NKOAS, is saying that this next episode we're about to watch is the best Kirby episode of the entire series. They're saying this is your best episode. So which episode is it? Of Cabbages and Kings. Kirby
So this is right out of the gate. We have a Lewis Carroll illusion of Cabbages and Kings. That's a Lewis Carroll illusion.
And the description is Kirby represents a mercurial college hoops coach while Arliss tries to sell beachfront property. Do you remember this episode?
Who plays the college coach?
We'll find out. Let's see. Let me look.
Find out on the
And
next.
how do I watch it? How do I watch the episode?
HBO Max.
I know I'm there, but
if you type in Arliss or if you type in of Cabbages and Kings in the search, it'll come up.
I like it. I think the most fun way to type it in is Arliss Cabbages.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to see if I can find this.
Okay.
Episode or season 6, episode 6,
7.
Episode 7.
Episode 7.
And from the
6.
And it sounds like Arliss has the B plot and Kirby has the A plot based on that.
Sounds like Kirby's got the A on this one. Is Ken Howard? Ken Howard is
the
great Ken Howard.
Oh God!
He remember this one?
Ken was in. He did too.
Someone is saying in the chat that you narrate this episode.
I don't think so.
Maybe. All right. Before we start, I'm going to bring in another guest to join us.
I got to turn this sound down.
Yeah. You've seen our guest on Survivor. He's great on Survivor. He's great. He's great. He's a good one. We got Zeke Smith coming in.
Hello. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. People aren't congratulating me enough, even though Watto is daddy.
And I, of course, am a father in real life, but also most of my movies are about fathers or grandfathers.
And George is Zaddy.
And George is daddy.
Daddy!
Who else is a real dad? Anybody?
I'm not a father. No.
What, aren't you the father of that little cupcake on top of your head?
Yeah. This was when we raised a certain amount of money, I had to shave my hair just into a little
tuffet.
A little tough
cupcake.
I'm into it. I dig it.
We called it a little cupcake.
Yeah.
It's like a Charlie Brown.
All right.